Hello everyone, welcome to the in-depth discussion of JEE Mantra 2025 series test number 5. In this test, my focus is more on to how to save the time, because these are those chapters where you can save, like you can manage the time perfectly, and your attention, your focus must be more onto that. All right, so here comes the first question. It's a match the following type. So column A, in the list 1, we have got coefficient of viscosity, surface tension, angular momentum, and rotational kinetic energy. Personally, for me, the easiest one to calculate the dimensional formula is surface tension, because surface tension is, if I want to get the dimensional formula for surface tension, we know that it is force upon what? Length. And force is ml t raised to minus 2 and length is l. So here this is m raised to 1, l raised to 0 and t raised to minus of 2. Alright, that means for option B, I must have m raised to 1, l raised to 0 and t raised to minus of 2. Okay, so here l raised to 0 is available only for this one, and the other dimensions, dimension of m as well as dimension of t perfectly match. So I can say for B, here it must be 4. All right, so here it is B1 and here it is B2 and here it is B4 and here this is B3. That means our final answer is option C. All right, next is question number 2. The question says the measured value of length of a simple pendulum is 20 centimeter with 2 millimeter accuracy. The time for 50 oscillations was measured to be 40 seconds with 1 second resolution. From these measurements, the accuracy in the measurement of acceleration due to gravity is capital N%, then the value of capital N is. So here the length is measured as L equal to 20 centimeter and delta L is given as 2 millimeter, or I can say it is 2 by 10 centimeter. All right, and here the total number of oscillations, is given as what? 50, and the time taken to measure the 50 oscillations is what? 40 seconds. All right, and the error in measuring the time is given as 1 second. Okay, now my dear students, please understand one thing. Here delta small letter t is given as 1 second, and never consider this as time period, error in the time period. This is not the error of time period. We need to calculate the error in the case of what? Time period. Okay, I will help you to find out that. Yes, now please tell me, what is time period? Total time taken upon number of oscillations. And here the total time taken is what? It's 40 seconds upon number of oscillation is what? 50. So here the time period is 4 by 5. And to calculate the error, delta t upon t, that should be equal to delta small letter t upon t. All right. Now delta t is equal to capital T into delta small letter t upon small letter t. And what is capital T? Capital T is 4 by 5. Okay, and delta t is 1 second and total time taken is what? 40 seconds. So here this will cancel each other, will leave 10 in the denominator, and here this is going to be 1 upon 50. What is going to be 1 upon 50? Delta t is going to be. So delta t is 1 upon 50. Okay, yes. Now have a look. We all know that time period t is equal to 2 pi into under root of L by G. Let me square this. If I square this expression, here this is going to be t square equals 4 pi square into L upon G. Or I can say small letter g equals constant k into L upon t square. Now if I consider the error, delta g upon g, that's going to be delta L upon L plus 2 times delta t upon t. All right. Now in this case, if I take this towards the left, I can say that delta G upon G is equal to, what is delta L here? Delta L is 2 by 10. So here this is 2 by 10 into, what was L? L was 20. Okay, plus 2 into, what was delta T? Delta T was 1 upon 50. 1 upon 50 into, what was capital T? I mean time period. Time period we got it as 4 by 5. So here this is 4 upon 5. Okay, so here this is going to be 2 divided by, here this is 200 plus, and here this is 5 2s are 10, and here this is again 200. So this is going to be 12 upon 200. All right, so here this is what? Fractional error. Delta G upon G, we got it as 12 divided by 200, and percentage error is going to be this multiplied by 100. So delta G upon G into 100, that is going to be 12 upon 200, okay, into 100. This will go, so you will get this as what? 6. So it's percentage error. Percentage error, that means my final answer need to be what? 6%. I hope you got it right. So let me take you to the next, that is question number 3. Here comes question number 3. Question says, the equation of state of a real gas is given by P plus A by V square. Okay, P plus A by V square into V minus B equal to R into T, where P, capital V and capital T are pressure, volume and temperature respectively, and capital R is universal gas constant. The dimension of A by B square is dimension of small letter A upon B square. This is what we need to find out. All right, so we have got the relation as P plus A by V square, A by V square into V minus of B equal to capital R into T. Okay, so from here I can say that dimension of B need to be volume. Okay, so that is one thing that I can conclude. Second thing is, from here dimension of A upon V square, that need to be equal to what? Dimension of P, or I can say dimension of A, that is going to be P into V square. All right, what we need is A by B square. So what is A? A is PV square. Dimension of what we need is A divided by B square, isn't it? So dimension of A is P into V square. And what is B square? B square is V square. All right, V square and V square will cancel each other. That means this is going to be same as that of P. That means option B must be the correct answer. Next is question number 4. Choose the correct answer from the following options below. This is related to the significant figures. All right, so here the first one, option A. Here we have got 2 zeros, and these 2 zeros are between 2 non-zero digits. So for A, the option need to be what? For A, the significant figure is 4. All right, and 4 is here. So its A is 2. So I would like to correct it like A need to be, the correct answer for A need to be what? 2. All right, let me check that first. Here this is A3, here this is A4, A2, A1. So option C must be the correct answer. All right, next is question number 5. If force capital F, velocity V, time t are considered as fundamental physical quantity, then the dimensional formula for density need to be. So I would like to write density as rho. So dimensional formula for dimensional formula for density rho, I am going to write it as F to power A, all right, V to power B and T to power C. And we all know that rho means density, that is mass by volume. That means here this is m L raised to minus of 3. That is equal to, first I can write as ml t raised to minus of 2 raised to a, and here this is lt raised to minus 1 to power b, and here this is time t to power c. Okay, so here I can write as m to power 1, l to power minus of 3, and t to power 0. That is equal to m to power, here I have got a, alright, and the rest, all the rest two terms don't have any dimension for mass. Next is L to power, here I have got a, and here I have got b, and there is no term there. Next one is t to power, here I have got minus of 2a, alright, here this is minus of 2a, and here I have got what? Minus of b, and here I have got c. Alright, now while comparing, I can say a is equal to what? 1. This is the first thing that I am going to get. A is equal to 1. That means the dimension of force is going to be 1, which means this is not in our list. Alright, next one, we have got the value of a. Now, if I go for the dimension of L, there I can say that a, which is equal to 1, plus b equal to minus of 3. That means b need to be minus of 4. That means dimension of v, it is minus of 4. Alright, so here that is going to be the answer. Okay, now we are moving to the next, that is question number 6, and here is question number 6. Question number 6 says, a bullet is fired into a fixed target, loses 2/3 of its velocity after traveling 4 cm. It loses 2/3 of its velocity after traveling 4 cm. It penetrates further, capital D, into 10 to the power minus 3 meter before coming to rest. Then the value of D is, that is a question. Okay, now see, we are losing 2/3 of the velocity. That means if 2/3 is lost, we are left with only 1/3. So I would like to write like this. If the initial velocity is v, then final velocity is what? V by 3. So v by 3 square. 2/3 is lost, so we are left with 1/3. Okay, so here this is the final velocity if v is taken as the initial velocity part. So final velocity square is equal to initial velocity square minus of 2 times a into s, that is distance traveled, and here it is traveling to a distance of what? 4 cm. That is 4 into 10 to the power minus of 2 meter. Alright, now it's further traveling a distance of d into 10 to the power minus 3 meter and coming to state of rest. So in that case, the final velocity is 0. Okay, and what is initial velocity? This is the initial velocity, v by 3 square minus of 2 times a into distance traveled is d into 10 to the power minus of 3 meter. Okay, now let me rearrange this. I can say that 2 times a into capital D into 10 to the power minus of 3. 2 times a into capital D into 10 to the power minus of 3, that is equal to what? V square by 9. V square by 9. Or I can say 2 times a, that is going to be v square divided by 9. V square divided by 9 into capital D into 10 to the power minus of 3. This came down. Alright. Now what I am going to do is, let me substitute the value of 2a here. So here this is going to be v square by 9, that is equal to v square minus of, instead of 2a, what I can have? I can have it as v square upon 9 into capital D into 10 to the power minus of 3. V square upon 9 into capital D into 10 to the power minus of 3 into, I just substituted the value of 2a there, and I am left with 4 into 10 to the power minus of 2. Alright, meter is there, meter and meter will cancel each other, that's why I am not considering that. So v square and v square and v square will go. Alright. Now, what I am left with is 1 upon 9 is equal to, here it is 1. Alright. Minus of 4 upon, here this is 9 into capital D, and let me take this to the top. So here this is going to be 10 basically. Alright. Now let me rearrange this. Once this comes to the left, here this is 40 upon 9 times D. That is equal to 1 minus of 1 upon 9. Here this is going to be what? 1 upon 1 minus 1 upon 9 is 8 by 9. So here now I can say 40 divided by 9 times capital D, that is equal to 8 upon 9. Alright, here they will cancel each other. Fine. Now I can say if this go to the right, capital D is equal to 40 divided by 8. Alright, 40 can be written as 5 into 8 divided by 8. So here capital D is going to be what? 5. Alright, so here my answer is option B. Next is question number 7. Question number 7 says the relation between time t, okay, and distance x is given as t equal to alpha x square plus beta x, where alpha and beta are constant. Then the relation between acceleration a and velocity v is, that's the question. Alright, so the relation is given as t is equal to alpha x square plus beta x. Okay, so what I am going to do is, let me differentiate time with respect to position, that is dt by dx. So dt by dx is going to be 2 times alpha into x plus beta, that is dt by dx, and this is nothing, it's 1 by v, because dx by dt is v. So 1 by v, that is equal to 2 times alpha into x plus beta. Alright, now we need the relation between a and v. Now we all know that a is equal to v into dv by dx. So acceleration a is, what is v? V is 1 upon 2 times alpha into x plus beta, that is v. Okay, into d by dx of v. V is basically 2 times alpha into x plus beta all raised to minus of 1. Okay, now acceleration a, that is 1 upon 2 times alpha into x plus beta into, if I go for the differential of this, here this is going to be minus of 1, okay, into 2 times alpha into x plus beta all raised to minus of 2 into differential of this is 2 times alpha. Now let me take this the downward. Alright, so there I am going to get something like this. Have a look. Acceleration a is equal to, once this comes downward, there it is going to be 2 times alpha into x plus beta, the whole cube, because here it is 2 will come to the top, that's going to, here it is minus 2 will come to the bottom, it's going to be plus 2, and plus 2 into 1 is like 3, it's going to be, isn't it? That means 1 upon 2 times alpha into x plus beta raised to 3. Okay, into, we have got one minus here, so here it is going to be 2 times minus of alpha, and we know that this is, here this is basically v cube, because v was 1 upon 2 times alpha into beta, so here this is v cube. So final relation is a is going to be minus of 2 times alpha into v cube. This is going to be the final relation. Alright, that means a is equal to 2 times alpha into v cube. That means option A must be the correct answer here. Next is question number 8. Question number 8 says a body projected vertically upward with a certain speed from the top of a tower reaches the ground in time t1. It is projected vertically downward from the same point with the same speed it reaches the ground in t2. The time required to reach the ground if it is dropped from the top of the tower is. So here you must understand the question first. Let this be the tower. From here I am going to drop a ball and it will be reaching the ground. Its speed t, after time t. Now if I am throwing this in the upward direction with speed u, then it will go like this and reach here in time t1. And if I throw this ball in the downward direction with the same speed, then it's going to reach in time t2. We need basically the relation between t, t1 and t2. Fine? Alright. Now have a look. If this is coming down, if I consider the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, I can say that minus of h, displacement is in the downward direction. So minus of h, that is minus of half of g into t square. So I can say h is equal to half of g into t square. This is relation number 1 I can have. Now for the first one, if I am throwing the body in the upward direction, there also displacement is in the downward direction. So I am going to write it as minus of h, that is equal to initial velocity is in the upward direction. So I am going to write as u as positive only. So u into t1 minus of half of g into t1 square. Alright. Now I have got h as what? Half of gt square. Now let me substitute that here. Minus of 1 by 2 into g times t square. That is going to be what? U into t1 minus of half of g into t1 square. Okay. Now if I consider the second case, there also displacement is in the downward direction. So minus of h will appear there. So minus of h I am going to write as minus of half of g into t square. Nothing, I just replaced h with half of gt square. Displacement is the downward direction. So minus of 1 by 2 into gt square, that is equal to, this time I am throwing the body in the downward direction. So I am going to write as minus of u into t2 minus of half of g into t2 square. Okay. Now what I am going to do is, this was equation number 1 and let me mark this as equation number 2. Let me mark this as 2 and let me mark this as equation number 3. Okay. Now from equation number 2, what I am going to do is, let me take this entire term towards the left except ut1. So once this comes to the left, I can say it's going to be something like this. That is u into t1, that will be left there. This will come to the left. That will be the one which is going to be left over there. Once this comes towards the left, that is going to be half of g into t1 square. Once this comes towards the left, that's going to be positive. Alright. And I am left with minus of g by 2 into t square. Here I can have u into t1 is equal to, of course, g by 2 is common. G by 2 is common. Here I can have what? t1 square minus of t square. Okay. Or I can say u is equal to g by 2 into t1 square minus of t square upon t1. Is that fine? Now my focus is on to this particular expression. Expression number 3. So from here what I got is, here I am going to write the expression here, that is u is equal to g by 2, okay, into t1 square minus of t square, t1 square minus of t square all divided by t1. This is what I got for u. And I have got another expression, that is equation number 3. What it says, minus of gt square by 2 minus of gt square by 2, that is equal to what? That is equal to minus of u t1 minus of u into t2 minus of half of g into t2 square. Isn't it? Minus of u into t2 minus of u into t2 minus of half of g into t2 square. Now what I'm going to do is that let me take this towards the left now. Once this comes towards the left, here it is going to be G into T2 square, G into T2 square divided by 2 minus of G into T square by 2, that is equal to minus of U into T2. Now if I take G by 2 as common again, here this is going to be T2 square minus of T square is equal to minus of U into T2. Alright, now I can have U is equal to, here it is minus of U into T2. I am going to take U only. U is going to be, so here the sign will change. That is going to be G by 2 into, here this was T2 square minus of T square. So here this is going to be T square minus of T2 square all divided by, I have got a T2 here, so that will appear. Now you have got one expression for U here and you have got another expression for U here. And since on left hand side, for both the equation, it's U, that means I can equate right hand sides. That means G by 2 into T1 square minus of T square upon T1, that is going to be G by 2 into, here this is T square minus T2 square upon T2. G by 2 and G by 2 will cancel. Let me cross multiply these terms now. If I cross multiply this, here it is T1 square into, here this is T2 minus of T square into T2. I repeat, T1 square into T2 minus of T square into T2, that is equal to T square into T1 minus of T2 square into T1. Okay, now I have got T square here as well as T square here. Now let me rearrange this. That means I am going to take this towards the right and this will be coming towards the left. So once this comes towards the left, here it is going to be T1 square into T2. This comes towards the left. Then it is going to be T2 square into T1. That is now equal to, here this go towards the right, there T2 square is common. Alright, and here this is going to be what? T1 plus T2. I took T square as common. Now here, if you have a look, here T1 T2 is there and here also T1 T2 is there. Now let me take that. So T1 into T2 is common, and once I take T1 T2 from here, here it will be left with T2 and here it will be left with what? T1, and that is now equal to T square into, here this is what? T1 plus T2. So T1 plus T2 and T1 plus T2 will cancel each other. Now we have got the final expression as T square equal to T1 T2. I repeat, T square equals to what? T1 into T2, or I can say T equal to root of T1 into T2. Now comparing with the options, option A must be the correct answer. Alright, so the next one is question number 10, question number 9. Question number 9 says, a particle moving in a straight line covers half the distance with speed 6 meters per second and the other half is covered in 2 equal time interval with speed of 9 meters per second and 15 meters per second. Then what they need is the average speed. So for the equal time interval, the average speed is going to be V average of 1. That means the way the time interval was the same, then it has to be V1 plus V2 by 2. V1 is 9, V2 is 15, all divided by 2. So 15 plus 9 should be 24 by 2. That means it should be 12 meters per second. Alright. Now the first half is traveling at the speed of what? 6 meters per second. So now the final average velocity, that is going to be 2 into the first half distance, that is 6, into second half average is 12, all divided by 6 plus 12. 2 V1 V2 upon V1 plus V2. So here this is going to be 2 into 6 into 12, all divided by, here this is 6 plus 12, that is 18. 18 can be written as 6 into 3. 6 and 6 will cancel each other. Here this will go, it is going to be 4 into 2 is 8. Option B need to be the correct answer. Alright, next is question number 10. Question number 10 says, two cars are traveling towards each other at a speed of 20 meter per second. Alright, so car number 1, it is traveling with the speed of 20 meter per second, and car number 2, let it travel in some other track, that's also it's coming with the speed of 20 meter per second, and their initial distance of separation is how much? 300 meter. Their initial distance of separation is 300 meter. Alright, both the driver applied the brake and the car retarded at the rate of 2 meter per second square. So the retardation for the car is 2 meter per second square. That means if the car is having a speed of 20, one car is going to take a time of what? T is equal to 10 seconds. So the time for stoppage is 10 seconds. Alright. Now if I look from car A towards car B, since both are having the same retardation, relative retardation is going to be what? 0. Relative retardation is going to be 0, isn't it? Because both are having what? Same retardation. Okay, so the relative retardation is going to be 0. That means here I can, for me, this is going to feel as if car A is observed from car B, this is going to be felt as a uniform motion only. Alright, so in that case, the relative speed is what? 20 plus 20 coming in the opposite direction. So it is 40 meter per second. Alright, and time taken for the stoppage is what? 10. That means relatively they are going to cover a distance of 400. So altogether, I mean initially they were at a distance of separation of 300, and altogether it's going to cover a distance of what? 400. That means once, like if it start the motion like this, in this way, alright, and finally they will be like, if car A is moving like this, and here this is A and here this is B, so finally this is going to be what? VB, and here this is going to be what? VA. I mean not VA and VB, I mean telling about the position. I said it wrong, it's not VA and VB. So it's not VA and VB, I'm sorry. Here it started with A. So after 10 seconds, here this is going to be A and here this is going to be B. So they travel, relatively they traveled a distance of 400. Alright, initially the distance of separation was 300. That means this distance is what? 100 meters. So distance of separation between them is going to be 100 meter, and means option B need to be the correct answer. Alright, so this is the easiest method. Go with relative velocity part since both are having same retardation. Alright. Now next is question number 11. The question says, two projectile thrown at 30 degree and 45 degree with the horizontal respectively reaches the maximum height in same time. Okay, now I got why I said same. Reaches at the maximum height at same time. Alright, now the question is the ratio of their initial velocities is. Okay, fine. So they says that they are reaching at the maximum height on the same time. Alright, fine. So one thing you must understand, maximum height is not the same. Reaching the maximum height at the same time, which means time of flight of both these bodies are what? The same thing only. Okay, because time for the half of the flight, is T half equals U sin theta by G. T half is equal to what? U sin theta by G. Alright. Now T half of the first one is same as that of T half of the second one, which means U1 into sin theta 1. Okay, that is going to be what? U2 into sin of theta 2. Are you getting me? Now U1 upon U2, that is equal to sin of theta 2 upon sin of theta 1. Okay, what is sin of theta 2? 1 by root 2. And what is sin of theta 1? 1 by 2. So you are going to get this as what? Root 2 upon 1. Root 2 upon 1, that means option C need to be the correct answer. Alright. Okay, the next one is, Question number 12. At time t equals 0, a particle starts traveling from a height of 7 z cap centimeter in a plane keeping z coordinate constant. Keeping z coordinate constant means there is no velocity along z axis. So once there is no velocity along z axis, there is no possibility of acceleration along x axis also, isn't it? So option D is by default wrong. Now, at any instant of time t, its position along x axis, x cap and y cap direction are given by 3t as well as 5t cube. That means position along x axis, it is given as 3 times t, and position along y axis, it is given as what? 5t cube. Okay, now at t equal to 1, the acceleration of the particle will be. Okay, now we know that here in this case x is proportional to time. Now if you differentiate this, you are going to get velocity along x axis as 3, which is constant. That means there is no acceleration along x axis. So once there is no acceleration along x axis, by default this is also going to be wrong. Now if you differentiate this, there you will get velocity. Again you differentiate, you are going to get acceleration, but there is no possibility of negative sign over here. So this is going to be the answer. Let's check that. dy by dt, that is going to be velocity along y axis. There you are going to get it as what? 5 3s are 15 times t square. Okay, now acceleration along y axis, that is again differential of this, that is 30 times t. Okay, and t is equal to 1. You are getting the perfect answer as option B, isn't it? Next is question number 13. Question number 13 says, a girl standing on road holds her umbrella at 45° with vertical to keep the rain away. If she start running without umbrella with a speed of 5√2 km/h, the raindrops hit her head vertically. Then the speed of the raindrop will be. So here this is velocity of rain. Alright, so if this girl start running in this direction, that means velocity of, let me take this as man, okay, not girl. Velocity of man. So here this is going to be velocity of v, and here this is going to be minus of velocity of man. Okay, now here this is going to be velocity of rain with respect to man. Alright, velocity of rain with respect to man. Here this was velocity of rain with respect to ground. I repeat, this was velocity of rain with respect to ground, and here this is velocity of man with respect to ground, and here this is minus of velocity of man with respect to ground. So finally this is going to be velocity of rain with respect to man. That means while running, for that particular person, here it's girl, it's going to hit like this. Now as per the question, here this is what? 45°. So once this is 45°, this one as well as this one should be of what? Same magnitude only. Alright, that means velocity of rain with respect to man as well as velocity of what? Man. That means the one which was running, isn't it? What was the speed at which she was running? She was running with a speed of what? 15 times √2. And what we need, the speed of the rain drop with respect to the moving girl. That means velocity of rain with respect to man. This is what we need. So I told you this need to be of same magnitude, isn't it? That means velocity of rain with respect to the man, that is going to be what? 15√2. Alright, and the option this is not there, but if I multiply this with √2 and divide this with √2, here this is going to be 2. So here this is now 15 into 2 divided by √2, that means 30 by √2, and that is there in the option. That means option C need to be the correct answer. Alright, the next one is, a ball is spun with an angular acceleration of alpha equals 6t square minus 2t, where t is in second and alpha is in radian per second. At t equal to 0, the ball has an angular velocity of 10 radian per second and angular position of 4 radian. The most appropriate expression for the angular position of the ball is? That's a question. Okay, so we need to get the expression for angular position of the body. Alright, now we are provided with the expression for alpha as
alpha equals 6t square minus of 6t square minus of 2 times t. This is the expression for alpha, and we know that alpha is equal to d omega by dt. So d omega by dt can be written as 6t square minus of 2 times t. Now if I rearrange this, d omega equals 6t square minus of 2 times t into dt. Now let me integrate this expression within the limit 0 to t. So here, when time is 0, alright, angular velocity I am taking it as 10 radian per second. So initial angular velocity is given as 10 and final angular velocity we don't know. So I am going to take it as omega only, and here this is d omega. And here this is integral 0 to t. Here I have got 6t square minus of 2t into dt. Alright, integrating the left hand sides, I am going to get this as omega minus of 10 equals, here integrating this between the limit 0 to t, I am going to get this as 6 times t cube by 3. I repeat, 6 times t cube by 3. So that it's going to be 2 times t cube minus of, here I am going to get it as 2 times t square by 2. That is t square. This is the expression for omega. Now let me rearrange this. Omega is now equal to 2t cube minus of t square plus 10. Alright. Now we know omega is what? D theta by dt. D theta by dt is omega. So now d theta by dt equals 2 times t cube, okay, minus of t square, alright, plus 10. Now I can rearrange this as d theta by dt, okay, d theta by dt equals 2t cube minus of t square plus 10. Let me take this towards the right. So that is going to be d theta equals 2 times t cube minus of t square plus 10 into dt. If I integrate again this between the limit 0 to t, here the initial displacement is what? Initial displacement is 4. Initial angular displacement is 4. And here I am going to write this as theta within the, integral 4 to theta d theta, that is going to be, if I integrate this, there it's going to be 2 into, here this is what? T raised to 4 by 4, isn't it? T raised to 4 by 4 minus of, here this is going to be t cube by 3 plus 10 times t. Alright, now if I go for the final manipulation, here I can have it as, this is going to be what? Theta. Okay, theta minus of 4. Theta minus of 4 is now equal to, here this is t raised to 4 by 2. T raised to 4 by 2 minus of t cube by 3, alright, plus 10 times t. Or I can say, so let this be the final expression. Now let me go to the options. Now if I take this towards the right, minus of 4, once it go towards the right, that's going to be plus 4. So my final expression is going to be t raised to 4 by 2, t raised to 4 by 2 minus of t cube by 3 plus 10t plus 4. So option B must be the correct answer in this case. Next is question number 15. Question number 15 says, a particle is moving with constant speed in a circular path. Okay, it's moving with a constant speed in a circular path. When the particle turns by an angle of 90 degrees, the ratio of instantaneous velocity to its average velocity is pi upon x root 2. Then the value of x will be. That's a question. Alright. So let this be the circular path in which the body is moving. Let this be the circular path in which the body is moving. All right, and let this be the horizontal, and let this be the vertical, and let me consider the motion from here to here, like from small letter A to small letter B. Okay, here the distance traveled, in this case the distance traveled is pi r by 2. Okay, and let the time taken be small letter t. Now the average speed since the body is traveling with constant speed, average speed is going to be same as that of instantaneous speed only. So the average speed itself is going to be what? The instantaneous speed. And that is going to be, average speed is what? Total distance upon total time taken. Total distance traveled is pi r by 2 and time taken is small letter t. So here this is the instantaneous speed. Okay. Now if I want to calculate the average velocity, for average velocity, first of all we must know what is the total displacement. Capital R being the radius, total displacement is going to be under root 2 times R. Okay, so we average, but this time we are talking about the average velocity. So there it is going to be total displacement is under root 2 times R and time taken is t. So here this is average velocity and here this is instantaneous velocity. We need the ratio of instantaneous velocity to average velocity. So instantaneous velocity to average velocity. So V instantaneous upon V average. That is going to be pi r divided by 2 times t into, here this is under root 2 times r upon t. T and t will cancel, r and r will cancel. So here this is going to be pi upon 2 root 2. Okay, and here as per the question it is given as pi upon x root 2. Okay, which means the value of x need to be 2. All right, so the value of x need to be 2. So option 1 must be the correct answer. All right, moving to the next, that is question number 16. A train is moving with a speed of 12 meter per second on rail which are 1.5 meter apart. To negotiate a curve of radius 400 meter, the height by which the outer rail should be raised with respect to the inner rail is. That's a question. So it is same as that of the banking of roads. So the basic concept that we used to know, we must do is, this is rail number 1 or the inner rail, and here this is the outer rail. Here this is inner rail and here this is the outer rail. Okay, and this angle is theta. Now h upon, this is the particular distance between the rail, and distance between the rail is mentioned as what? 1.5, or I can say 3 by 2. So tan of theta, I repeat, tan of theta, that need to be h divided by 3 by 2. Okay, now what is tan theta? That's a question. We all know that in this case the normal reaction is going to be this. If this angle is theta, this one is also going to be theta. Now here this is n cos theta, and here this is going to be n times sin theta, and this is going to be balanced by the weight m into g. Okay, now n sin theta N sine theta is the one which provides the necessary centripetal force, that is mv square by r. So now let me consider those forces. N sine theta, that is offering mv square by r, and n cos theta, that is balancing the weight, that is m into g. Let me take the ratio. Here this is going to be tan of theta, that is mv square by r upon m into g. And we have got tan theta as h divided by 3 by 2. Here m and m will cancel. Alright. Now we need the value of h. So just because of that, now small letter h is equal to, small letter h is now equal to 3 times v square. So 3 times v square divided by 2 times r into g. We can take g as 10. Alright. So here this is going to be 3 into v square means 12 into 12. 12 into 12 all divided by 2 into, what is r? It's 400 multiplied by 10. I'm taking acceleration due to gravity as 10. Okay. Now let me check the possible cancellations. Alright. So here this is going to be 6. Here this will go. And here this is going to be 5, and here this will go as 6. Alright. Now here I may write this as 2 into 100 into 2. Here this is going to be 3. This will go. And here this is going to be 3. And this will go. Now here this is 3 6 9 and 9 3 so 27. So it's 27 upon 5 into 10 to the power minus of 2. Because I am having 100 on the denominator, I am taking that towards the top. And 27 by 5, it's 5.4. Alright, so answer should be 5.4 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter or 5.4 centimeter. That means option B must be correct answer in this case. Next is question number 17. Question number 17 says, if a heavy iron bar of weight 12 kg is having its one end on the ground and the other end on the shoulder of a man. The rod makes an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. The weight experienced by the man is, that's a question. So let this be the man standing and let this be the rod. Here this is making 60 degree. Now the normal reaction over here, that must be measured as the weight. So here this is the normal reaction. Alright. Now, so the normal reaction is here, and let this be the weight acting W, and there will be one more force, that is the horizontal force, that most probably that is because of the friction. Alright, in this way. And if I consider here also I am going to have one horizontal force, F suffix x. So let me do one thing. Let me mark this as the horizontal force, not FH. Let me mark this as FH, horizontal force, and here I am marking this as the frictional force to avoid the confusion only. So horizontal force and normal reaction, FH is here, F is here, and definitely one normal reaction component is also going to be here. So let me take that as what? N dash. Alright. So these are the forces acting, and here this is the weight, that is W, weight acting. So if I take torque with respect to the point O, torque due to N dash, that's going to be 0, torque due to small letter f, that's going to be 0, torque due to FH, that's also going to be 0. So the non-zero torque is going to be offered by W plus this normal reaction, and that normal reaction is going to be the final answer for us. All right. So what I'm going to do is, to ease the calculation, the distance of the road, or the length of the road, I'm going to take it as 2 times L. So 2 times L into N, that is going to be the clockwise torque. I repeat, 2 times L into N, that is going to be the clockwise torque. And here I told you 2L I am taking as the total length. So of course this part is going to be what? L. And this distance is going to be L cos 60. Alright. So now 2 times L into N, that is the clockwise torque, is going to be balanced by W, that is the force, and perpendicular distance is going to be L into cos of 60 degree. So here L and L will cancel each other. What we need is N. Okay. So now N is equals to W into cos 60 is 1 by 2, and here I have got 1. So basically this is going to be W by 4, and W is equal to what? 12 kg. That is 12 kilogram weight. Basically it is 12 kilogram weight, all divided by 4. So here this is going to be what? This is going to be 3 kilogram weight. It's going to be 3 kilogram weight. That means weight of 3 kilogram mass. That means option C need to be the correct answer. Next is question number 18. Here comes question number 18. Given below are two statements. Statement number 1, the limiting force of static friction depends on area of contact and independent of material 1. Statement 1 is wrong for sure. Okay. So statement number 1 is wrong. Now statement number 2. The limiting force of kinetic friction is independent of the area of contact and dependent on the material. Statement 2 is correct. Here this is wrong and here this is right. Statement number 1 is wrong and statement number 2 is right option. That means 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Option B must be the correct answer in this case. Moving to the next, that is question number 19. The question says 3 blocks A, B and C are pulled on a horizontal smooth surface by a force of 80 Newton as shown in the figure. The tension T1 and T2 is, here this is T1 and here this is T2. Tension T1 and T2 is, that is what we need to find out. So the total mass is 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. The total mass is 10 kg. So 10 kg mass is going to move with an acceleration of A under the influence of force 80 Newton. So acceleration A is going to be what? 8 here. 8 meter per second square. Alright. Now you need to find out T1. So if I want to find out T1 and I consider the motion of 5 kg mass along the horizontal direction, I can say that this 5 kg mass is moving towards right with an acceleration of 8 meter per second square only under the influence of T1. So T1 is going to be what? T1 is going to be mass, that is 5 into acceleration is 8. So here this need to be 40 Newton. Okay. So T1 equal to 40. T1 equal to 40. Only one option is there. So that is going to be the correct answer. Alright. Still, if you want to have the answer for the second one, cross verify the second one as well, that is for T2. There what you didn't do is, you consider the mass towards the left from T2. So altogether it is 5 plus 3, that is 8 kg. 8 kg mass is going to move towards right with an acceleration of 8 under the influence of T2. 8 8s are 64. So that confirm our first answer. Next is question number 20. Question number 20 says, all surfaces shown in the figure are assumed to be frictionless and the pulley and the string are light. The acceleration of the block of mass 2 kg is. In this case, the position is bit up. So the diagram is like this. Okay. Now, here let me mark the tension as T. So here also it's going to be T and here also it's going to be T. If I take the acceleration of this as a, I mean 4 kg mass as a, then if I write the equation for 4 kg mass, I can say 4 times a downward, that is 4 into g, that means 4 is the mass, g is acceleration due to gravity downward, minus 2 times t upward, because you know that here you have got 1t and here also you have got 1t. So net force acting in the upward direction is 2 times t in the upward direction. Alright. And if here this acceleration is a, definitely for this one acceleration is going to be what? 2 times a. So if I write the equation for 2 kg mass, I can say 2 kg mass into the net acceleration, that is 2 times a in the upward direction, that is going to be t acting upward minus okay, 2 times g into sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2 acting downward. So these are the two standard equations that I do have. So here this one and this one will cancel each other. Now here equation number 1 I am writing as it is, 4 times a, that is 4 times g minus of 2 times t, and here again 4 times a, that is now equals to t minus of g. Now let me multiply this entire equation, that means left hand side as well as right hand side with 2. So here this is going to be 8 times a, that's equal to 2 times t minus of 2 times g. If I add this, here this is going to be 12 times a. So 12 times a, that is now equal to, 12 times a is equal to, here minus 2t and plus 2 will cancel each other. Now 4g minus 2g, that's going to be 2 times g. Alright, so here I am going to get the value of a as what? I will be getting the value of a as g by 6. I am going to get it as g by 6, isn't it? Now acceleration of 2 kg is 2 times a. So the acceleration of 2 kg mass, that's going to be 2 times g by 6, that is going to be g by 3, which means option B need to be the correct answer. Next is question number 21. For z equal a square plus x cube y raised to 1 by 2, where a is a constant, this is very important, where a is a constant, if the percentage error in the measurement of x and y are 4% and 12% respectively, then the percentage error for z is going to be. So we have got the expression for z as z equals a square plus x cube plus y raised to 1 by 2, which means delta z by z, that need to be 3 times delta x by x plus 1 by 2 times delta y by y. That should be the relation. And here this is now going to be 3 into, if I consider this as percentage change, that means here this need to be delta z by z into 100, then this is going to be the percentage change. So here this is 3 times delta x by x into 100, that means percentage change of x, that was 4%, isn't it? Fine. So here this is going to be 4% plus 1 by 2 into delta y by y into 100, that is 12%. Now here this is 4 3s are 12%, okay, 12% plus, and here this is going to be 6%. So the final answer is going to be 18%. Alright, so the percentage change for z is going to be 18%. Next is question number 22. Question number 22 says, a particle move in a straight line so that its displacement x at any time t is given by x square equals 1 plus t square. Its acceleration at any time t is x raised to minus of n, where n is. Alright, we have got the relation as x square equals 1 plus t square. Let me differentiate this expression with respect to time t. So here this is going to be 2 times x into dx by dt, that is going to be what? 2 times t. Alright. So here this is 2 times x, okay, into, what is this? This is velocity. That is equal to 2 times t. 2 and 2 will cancel each other. So I can say x into v, that's equal to what? T. Alright. Fine. Now let me again differentiate this with respect to time t. Once I differentiate this, here this is going to be x into, here differential of v with respect to time is dv by dt. So first function to differential of second plus second function is v and differential of the first is dx by dt. Alright, and that is going to be what? 1. Okay, now what do we have here? This is acceleration. So x into a plus here this is v into dx by dt is also v. So I can say it as v square. Okay, that's equal to what? That's equal to 1. Alright, so basically we need the expression for acceleration. So let me leave this as it is here. So x into a, that is now going to be 1 minus of v square. Alright, or x into a, that's going to be 1 minus of, instead of v, I have got a relation here. What is relation for v? V is t by x. V is t by x. So t square is going to be what? V square is going to be t square by x square. Okay. Now I have x into a is equal to, here this is x square minus of t square upon x square. Or I can say a, that is equal to x square minus of t square all divided by x cube. Is that fine? Now have a look. Here I have got x square equal to 1 plus t square. Alright, which means x square minus t square equal to what? So here we have got x square minus t square, that is equal to what? 1 only. That means here this is going to be x raised to minus of 3. As per the question, acceleration is x raised to minus of n. So I can say n is equal to 3 here. Okay. Next is question number 23. Question number 23 says, is the speed of swimmer is 4 km per hour in still water. If the swimmer makes his strokes normal to the flow of river of width 1 km, then he reaches a point 750 meter down the stream on the opposite bank. Then the speed of the river water is. So let this be the river. And swimmer is starting from here, heading in this direction, but because of river velocity, here she will be reaching somewhere here only, and this distance is given as 750 meter. All right, yes. Now time taken to cross the river, that is definitely going to be, width of the river is given as what? Width of the river is given as 1 kilometer. So time taken to cross the river is 1 kilometer upon the swimmer speed is 4 kilometer per hour. So the time taken is going to be 1 upon 4 hours. Okay, in that time only it's traveling this much distance, and this distance is nothing, it's 3 by 4 kilometers. So that 3 by 4 kilometers, that is going to be velocity of the river multiplied by time. Time is 1 upon 4 hours. So 4 and 4 will cancel. Okay, so the velocity of river, that is 3 kilometer per hour. Okay, that means here the answer need to be number 3. All right, next is question number 24. Question number 24 says, a stone is tied to 180 centimeter long string at its end, making 28 revolutions in horizontal circle in every minute. Don't miss this point. It is every minute. The magnitude of acceleration of the stone is, we all know that acceleration A, that's equal to what? R omega square. Alright. What about R? R need to be 2 pi F. Now what is F? Number of rotations per second. Here 28 revolutions are made in every 1 minute. So frequency is going to be 28 divided by 60. So that's going to be the frequency. Now acceleration A is now equals to R. What is the value of R? 180 centimeter. That is 180 divided by 100 into omega square, means 2 pi into, for F what we have is 28 divided by 60 all square. This is going to be the acceleration. Alright, once you solve this, you will get this expression as 1936 all divided by 125. As per the question, it is 136 divided by x, which means x equal to 125. Okay, next one is question number 25. Question number 25 says, a coin placed on a rotating table just slip when it is placed at a distance of 1 centimeter from the center. If the angular velocity of the table is halved, it will just slip when placed at a distance of. So here the centripetal acceleration, that is going to be a constant. The maximum value of centripetal acceleration, that's going to be a constant, because that is going to be offered by the friction between the coin and the floor. Okay, so that's going to be a constant. So R1 into omega 1 square, that need to be equal to what? R2 into omega 2 square. Alright, here as per the question, R1, that is 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter into omega square, that is now equal to, the angular velocity is halved. Okay, so let this be R2 itself, and omega 2, that's going to be omega by 2 the all square. So here this is 1 centimeter into omega square, that's equal to R2 into omega square by 4. Omega square and omega square will cancel each other. So now R2 is going to be what? 4 centimeter. Alright, so that was all from my end for this time. We will meet you soon. Till then, bye bye and take care.
Hi guys, welcome to Brilliant Qatar JEE Mantra Chemistry Part Test 5 detailed discussion. Hope you wrote the exam well. So let's check the answers, okay? Are you ready? So let's go guys. See, this is the first question. What's the first question? Suppose the elements X and Y combine to form two compounds XY2 and X3Y2. They are telling two compounds are forming, okay, between X and Y. That is actually a law of multiple proportion. You know that, okay? So then they are telling, they are giving one details like that. When 0.1 mole of XY2 weighs 10 gram, okay? So that's a very important detail they are giving. 0.1 mole of XY2, okay, XY2, its weight is how much? 10 gram. Its weight is 10 gram. 10 gram. Okay, then similarly they are telling 0.05 mole of X3Y2. 0.05 mole of, okay, X3Y2, its weight is how much? 9 gram. Its weight is 9 gram. Two things they already given, okay, two things they already given. And now they are asking the atomic weight of X and Y are. So let's start with these two information. That's enough for us, okay. So 0.1 mole of XY2 10 gram means 1 mole of XY2. 1 mole of XY2, how much? 0.1 mole 10 gram means 1 mole of XY2, how much? 100 gram. 100 gram. 1 mole of any substance means that is what is called molar mass. That's called molar mass. So how I can calculate the molar mass of XY2? Mass of X plus mass of Y into 2. 2 times Y. Okay, I am taking the mass of X is X, mass of Y is Y. Okay, that is equal to, I will get 100. 100. One equation I will get from here. The same way, from here also I will get another equation. What's the equation? 0.05 mole X3Y2 9 gram. Meaning meaning 1 mole X3Y2. 1 mole X3Y2 means 9 divided by 0.05. 9 divided by 0.05, that's equal to 180. 180 gram. 9 divided by 0.05 is how much? 180. That means 1 mole X3Y2 means 3x plus 2y, that is equal to 180. 3x plus 2y 180, x plus 2y 100. So I am substituting, see, this x plus 2y equal to 100. Here I can write this one as x plus, see, x plus 2x. 3x I am written as x plus 2x. Okay, x plus 2x I can write like that. See, I am writing like this. You can understand. 2x plus x. Okay, like that I can write the 3x. And plus 2y. Okay, that's equal to 180. So that means x plus 2y how much? 100. X plus 2y 100. So 2x plus 100 equal to 180. Therefore 2x equal to how much? 80. X equal to how much? 40. X equal to 40, only one option is there. X equal to 40, only one option is there. Option A. Let's check the option for what about y also? We can check it here. We can substitute for x. X means 40. So 2y equal to 100 minus 40, that means 60. So y equal to 30. That is correct only. So either you have to choose, you have to solve these two equations. That's enough for us. So we will get the answer option A. Ready? Clear? Yeah. So always you have to remember, always you have to keep it in mind. 1 mole equal to 1 mole, its mass is 1 mole of any substance, its mass is called molar mass. Okay, yeah. We can move to the next question. This is the next question. What about the question here? 50 ml of 0.5 molar oxalic acid is needed to neutralize 25 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. Oxalic acid and sodium hydroxide titration they are doing. Okay, this is also a question related to some basic concepts of chemistry. The amount of NaOH in 50 ml of the given sodium hydroxide solution is there. Asking about the given mass of sodium hydroxide, how much. So first of all, we can divide this question into two parts. First we are going to solve the idea related to titration. So what's the first idea they are telling? 50 ml of 0.5 molar oxalic acid is needed to neutralize 25 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. So during titration, we know the idea, normality of acid into volume of acid should be equal to normality of base into volume of base. This is actually the neutralization condition. It's actually the end point, neutralization condition. Now let's look about the normality of acid, which is the acid here they are giving to you, oxalic acid. Normality means n factor into its molarity of acid into volume of acid. Okay, that's equal to, what about the case of NB? NB means n factor of base. Okay, n factor of base into molarity of base into volume of base. That much idea I know they given in the question. We know that ideas, we know that is given in the question. They are asking about oxalic acid. Oxalic acid is COOH. This is oxalic acid. How many H plus are replaceable? This one as well as this one. 2 hydrogen are replaceable. So its N factor is 2. 2 into its molarity they given 0.5 molar. 0.5 into its volume they given, okay, 50 ml. 50 is equal to n factor of NaOH. About sodium hydroxide they are discussing. NaOH means replaceable OH minus is 1. So its n factor is 1 into molarity of NaOH we don't know, that we have to calculate. Molarity of NaOH I have to calculate. Okay, into volume of that NaOH they given in the question to neutralize 25 ml of NaOH. So 25. So I can find out what? Molarity of NaOH I can find out. 2 into 0.5. 2 into 0.5 is 1. Okay, 2 into 0.5 is 1. 1 into 50. So molarity of NaOH equal to, see, molarity of NaOH equal to, I will get 50 divided by 25. That means 2 molar. So 2 molar NaOH you are having. Okay, that 2 molar NaOH, 50 ml you are taking. What will be the weight of that NaOH in that particular solution? That's the question. So 2 molar you got. Now what you are going to find out? Molarity is equal to, we are having the formula WB by MB into 1000 divided by VML. See, if you know the basic ideas, basic relations, we can easily solve it. Molarity they given. Molarity we already calculated 2 molar. Given mass we have to find out, that is WB. Molar mass of NaOH is how much? 40. That on the whole ideas you have to keep it in mind. Okay, molar mass is 40 into 1000 divided by volume of NaOH. How much you are taking now? To neutralize 25 you are taking. Now how much you are taking? 50. So 50. So that I will take it is 50. Okay, 50. Now what is WB? That's the question. So 2 into 40 into 50 divided by 1000. That's the question. Divided by 1000. So 2 into 50, 100. So I can cancel 2 zeros. Then here 1 0. So that means 4 gram is the given mass of what? NaOH required. So that is answer is what? Option A. I hope you guys got it. How simply we are solving this one. If you know the concepts, means we can easily solve it like that. Okay. Yeah. We can move to the next question. This is the next question, guys. Question number 3. What would be the molality of 20% mass by mass aqueous solution of Ki, potassium iodide? So here once we are going through these questions, we must have to know they are asking molality. Molality means, what's the formula for molality? WB by MB into 1000 divided by WA in gram. WB means given mass of solute. MB means molar mass of solute. WA in gram means given mass of solvent in gram. Which all are the ideas they given? What would be the molality of 20%? 20% mass by mass. Okay, mass by mass aqueous solution means, if you are taking 100 gram solution, if you take 100 gram solution, out of that 20 gram is Ki, 20 gram is Ki, and remaining 80 gram is aqueous solution. They are telling, they are given in the given question, they given already the information like that. That is aqueous. Aqueous means the solvent is water, so remaining is water. So we got the idea. Given mass of solute is how much? Given mass of solute is 20. 20 divided by, what's the molar mass of Ki? They need not to give that in the question. Why? Because you are already learning lithium, sodium, potassium as a triad, Dobay-Reiner triad. There you have to remember the masses. Okay, as well as what also you are learning, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Chlorine, bromine, iodine. So anyhow, the mass of potassium is 39 and the mass of iodine is 127. That you have to remember that triad. So they need not to give that value. Okay. So anyhow, potassium is 39, iodine is 127. So potassium plus iodine, 127 plus 39 means 166 will come. 166. Am I correct, right? 127 plus 39. This is 1. Okay, 166 will come. So 166 into 1000 divided by weight of solvent in gram. How much amount we are taking? 80 gram. So 80. Once you are solving, you will get the value 1.51 molar. So option C is the correct answer. Ready? So whenever they are giving a problems, you just imagine, you just remember. Try to think about what? Which equation I learned about that. That you have to write first. Then which all are the information they are given. You have to substitute that value. Which is not given. For that they may give some hint. Go through it. Your answer will be ready. Okay? Yeah. So we can move to the next question, dears. We can go to the next question. What about the question here? Question number 4. Calculate the molecular formula. Molecular formula of a compound contains 76.6% carbon, 6.38% hydrogen and rest oxygen. Its vapor density is 47. You can go through the normal method, but no need to go through the normal method, percentage by atomic mass, relative ratio, that no need. Directly we can find the answer. Like how? Here they given the idea vapor density is 47. Vapor density 47 means 2 into vapor density is molar mass. Molar mass equal to 2 into vapor density. That means 2 into 47. 2 into 47 is 94. So our compound's molar mass is 94. You just check the options which has molar mass 94. Just check it. What about the first one? That is not 94. What about the second one? Not 94. What about the third one? Yeah, this is actually 6 into 16. 6 into 12. I'm sorry, carbon mass is 12 plus 6 plus oxygen mass is 16. So this is 72 plus 6, 78 plus 16. Plus 16, okay, 78 plus 16. So 8 plus 6, 4, 8, 9, 94 will come. So our answer is C. Directly we can get it. Easy question. Okay? Yeah. We can go to the next question, dears. What's the next question? This also from some basic concepts of chemistry. How many moles of electron weighs 1 kilogram? We know the basic idea. 1 electron's mass is, okay, 1 electron, okay, we know the idea. Mass of 1 electron. Mass of 1 electron, okay, mass of 1 electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. Okay, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. That idea we know, mass of 1 electron. Okay, that means 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. If I am taking means, that means 1 electron. 1 electron. Now 1 kilogram if I am taking, they are asking about 1 kilogram electron you are taking. Okay, 1 kilogram electron you are taking means number of electrons is equal to, this is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram means 1 electron. So 1 kilogram means 1 by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. This many electrons will be there. Now they are not asking about the number of electron, they are asking about the number of moles of electron. How I will convert this one into moles? So number of moles. So see, number of moles is equal to, how I can make number of moles of electron equal to moles of electron means I have to divide that number of electrons with Avogadro number. So I am having 1 by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 divided by Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So that means 1 by 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. 10 raised to minus 31 into 10 raised to 23, 10 raised to minus 8. If it is going up means 10 raised to 8 divided by 9.1 into 6.022. That is the number of moles of electron. Is there any option like that? Yes. Option C is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. 10 raised to 8 divided by 9.1 into 6.023. Fine. That is the answer. Option D. Ready, guys? Yeah. Next question. We can go to the next question. Question number 6. The angular momentum of electron in d orbital is equal to. What's the formula for angular momentum of electron in any orbital? Angular momentum. Okay, angular momentum of any electron in any orbital we can find out by using the formula root of L into L plus 1 into h by 2 pi. In the recap video, I clearly told that h by 2 pi, instead of h by 2 pi, what I can use? H cap or else h head or else h cut. Okay, so see, this is equal to root of L into L plus 1 into h cut. I can use. What's they are asking about d orbital? D means what? D means its L value. D means its L value equal to how much? 2. So this is equal to root of 2 into 2 plus 1 into h cut means root 6 h cut. So option D will come. Is it okay? Yeah. We can go to the question number 7. Among the following set of quantum numbers, the impossible set is. Let's look about the first set. N equal to 3. Third shell containing L equal to 2. Third shell containing D subshell. Okay, possible. What about M equal to minus 3? Not possible. L equal to 2 means M possible values are minus L to plus L including 0. So this value is not possible for this N and L. So that is our answer. Remaining all are correct. You can check it. Okay? Yeah. Easy. If they are asking about quantum numbers means easy questions. Okay? Yeah. We can go to the next question. The graph between psi square means probability density function, and R, radial distance, is shown below. This represent. So probability density function, once you are looking, you can see this point. This point is the radial node. This point is the radial node. So how many, that is actually there the probability is 0. That means how many radial nodes we have? One radial node we have. One radial node we have. Radial node equal to 1. Radial node equal to 1. What's the formula for finding radial nodes? N minus L minus 1. N minus L minus 1. That's the formula for finding radial node or spherical node. So here what about the 3s orbital? 3s orbital N minus L minus 1. That means 3 minus 0 minus 1. So 2 radial nodes are there. Here only 1 radial node is there. So that is not the answer. What about 1s orbital? 1s orbital have no nodes. Okay. No nodes, because 1 minus 0 minus 1 means no node. 0 node. Okay. That is not the answer. What about 2p orbital? 2p orbital also have no radial node. Why? So n is equal to 2. L is equal to 1. So 2 minus 1 minus 1. 0. That also have no radial node. Then what is the answer? 2s orbital. 2s orbital means 2 minus 0 minus 1. So 1 radial node will be there. Answer is what? 2s orbital. Clear? Yeah. You have to remember what is radial node. Radial node means that node is we are getting along the radius. Along the radius where the probability of finding electron is 0 or minimum. So that is the point. That's the point there. Okay. Yeah. Next question. Question number 9th question. If the de Broglie wavelength of electron in nth Bohr orbit in a hydrogenic atom, okay, is equal to 1.5 pi A0. A0 is the Bohr radius. That means first radius. Okay, radius of the first shell. And then the value of n by z is. We know the idea for according to Bohr atomic model. We know the idea n lambda for any shell. N lambda. Wavelength is equal to wavelength. How many waves are there? That is equal to n waves are there. If one wave is there, means that will be first shell. 2 waves are there, means that is second shell. 3 waves are there, means that is third shell. So n lambda means that is nth shell. That n lambda equal to its circumference. 2 pi Rn. Rn. Okay, n lambda equal to 2 pi Rn. This equation we know. So now we have to substitute the values. N into for lambda they given what's the value? Lambda what they given? 1.5 pi A0. 1.5 pi A0. Okay, that they given equal to 2 pi into what about Rn? Rn means radius of nth orbit equal to how we will calculate. You know the idea. A0 into n square by z. N square by z, that's the equation. Rn equal to R0 into n square by z. That means A0 into n square by z. So we can cancel A0 I can cancel. Pi I can cancel. Okay. Then n in n square 1 n I can cancel. So now I will get n by z equal to what? N by z equal to 1.5 by 2. That means 0.75. Option D is the correct answer. So if you know the relation, we can easily do the questions like that. Ready? Clear? Okay. Then we can move to the next question. Question number 10th one. Arrange the following particles in the increasing order of values of E by M ratio. Charge by mass ratio. Specific charge ratio. Okay. Electron, proton, neutron and alpha particle. What about the specific charge of neutron? Charge by mass, that is 0. So out of this, charge is 0. So that means charge by mass ratio is 0. Very less value for neutron. So how many options are there? First, second and third. 3 options are there. Their charge by mass ratio is very less for what? Neutron. Then charge by mass ratio is more for what? More for what? Out of this, so charge by mass. Am I correct? So out of that, mass is very less. Which one have very less mass? Their charge by mass ratio is more. So once you are looking electron, proton, neutron, alpha particle, electron will have what? Less mass, comparatively less mass, because mass of electron is actually, mass of proton is 1840 times mass of electron. So automatically that mass is very less. So their charge by mass ratio is what? More, very high. So out of this, electron have more charge by mass ratio. So here, this is the next, this option. Okay, either B or C. Okay, now we can try to solve it. About proton and alpha particle, once you are looking, its charge of proton I am taking, charge of proton is 1 I am taking, and its mass is m, mass of proton. Okay, this is for proton, this is for proton. What about the case of neutron? What about the case of alpha particle? Its charge is 2 times proton. because alpha particle is He242 plus. Okay, so its charge is 2 times mass of proton and 2 times charge of proton divided by mass of proton. How many times? 4 times mass of proton. 4 times mass of proton. Okay, so what will happen? This one will get cancelled. So 1 by 2 mass of proton. So its charge by mass ratio is half than that of what? Proton. So which one will come first? First N will come, I mean our neutron will come, then after alpha particle will come, then proton will come, then electron will come. So option B is the correct answer. Ready? Yeah. Next again, question number 11th one. IP1 means ionization potential, ionization enthalpy, and IP2 of magnesium are 178 and 348 kilocalorie per mole. The energy required for the reaction, Mg is giving Mg2 plus 2 electron. Mg2 plus 2 electron. For this, how much energy is required? We know first this magnesium should have to lose 1 electron. So then only it will be become Mg plus electron. For that we have to give energy. That is what is called IE1 or IP1. Okay, here they given IP, so I am using IP1. And then again this Mg plus, from that again I have to remove 1 more electron. So again then only it will be become Mg2 plus. That time I have to give IP2. So net how much amount of energy I have to give? That is endothermic. The electron removal is endothermic. So IP1 plus IP2. IP1 plus IP2 total how much it is coming? You have to add it. 178 plus 348 you have to add it. So you will get how much? 526 plus because you have to give the energy to remove electron. So option B will come. Ready guys? Yeah. We can move to the next question. Question number 12. In which of the following process energy is absorbed? Electron removal. Okay, electron removal. I already told you that is electron removal. If you want to remove electron means that is endothermic in nature. Okay. So they are asking what? In which of the following cases energy is absorbed? To Cl, you are adding 1 electron. That is actually exothermic. They will release energy. And what about O minus plus electron O2 minus? Second electron addition. That is actually electron gain enthalpy of second electron gain enthalpy is always positive because electron repulsion will be there. Answer is B. And what about the case of C? You are removing electron from O2 minus electron. That will be exothermic in nature. That will be becoming always try to lose the electron to avoid that electron repulsion. Here also you are adding 1 electron. You are adding 1 electron to Na plus electron. That time also that is what? Exothermic. Slightly exothermic in nature to form Na. So what's the answer? Option B is the correct option. We can go to the next one. Question number 13. The first ionization enthalpies of carbon, nitrogen and oxygen respectively are. They simply given some values out of that which is the correct order. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. We know they are actually belongs to same period. Whenever we are going from left to right, the ionization enthalpy is increasing. So nitrogen's ionization enthalpy is more than that of carbon. But we will expect oxygen is more. But no, unfortunately nitrogen has stable configuration. That's why nitrogen's ionization enthalpy is greater than that of oxygen as well as carbon. Like that, which option will come? Here once you are looking, this is 11.3. Okay, this is 13.6. Okay, increasing. But this one is again. So that is wrong. So here oxygen is more. Oxygen should be less than that of nitrogen. What about B option? This is 13.6, then 11.3. Wrong. It should be increases. Okay. What about C? C, it is 14.5 they given. This is 13.6. No, wrong. That is wrong. What about D? 11.3. 11.3. This is 14.5. Then decreases again. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, guys. Yeah. Comparison question. Okay. Then next one. If electronegativity of X is 3.2 and that of Y is 2.2, then the percentage covalent character of XY is. I already told you the Haney-Smith formula for percentage ionic character. If they are giving electronegativity, then I taught you one formula in the recap video. It is there. If you didn't remember, means you just go and watch the recap video again. Okay, yeah, last slide it is. I'm explaining the same thing. Okay, so that is equal to 16 into modulus of chi A minus chi B. Okay, chi A minus chi B plus 3.5 into chi A minus chi B all square. chi A minus chi B all square. So that is equal to 16 into chi A minus chi B. What is chi A minus chi B? See, modulus of chi A minus chi B, electronegativity difference. So x value is 3.2 minus y value is 2.2. So what is 3.2 minus 2.2? How much it is coming? 3.2 minus 2.2 is 1. That is 1. So 16 into 1. Okay, plus 3.5 into 1 square. So that means 16 plus 3.5. That means 19.5 is the percentage ionic character. But that is not the question. Don't choose option A. They are asking covalent character. So percentage covalent character is 100 minus 19.5. That means 80.5 percentage. Option B. So some students, they will fall in that trap. Please don't. You have to read the question properly and you have to answer it properly. Ready? Yeah. Be patient and slowly you do it. Okay. But with accuracy. Okay. Yeah. Next question. Question number 15. What's the question here? The electron gain enthalpy value of three halogens X, Y and Z they given. Electron gain enthalpy, okay, X, Y, Z they given. X value they given minus 349, okay, minus 349. Y value they given what? Minus 329, 328, and Z value they given how much? Minus 325. Now they are telling then X and Y and Z are respectively chlorine, fluorine, bromine. We know the idea whenever we are taking halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, high electronegativity is for fluorine. But high electron gain enthalpy, the atom which lose more energy to gain electron, that is what is chlorine. Of course, out of this, which is releasing more energy to get, this negative represent losing. So which is losing more energy to get an electron? That is this one, X. So X should be chlorine. X is chlorine. Okay, so chlorine. What about this one, minus 328? This is not this much more they are not releasing. So that should be fluorine. Then bromine should be less. So chlorine, fluorine, bromine. X and Y, Z are chlorine, fluorine, bromine. Option B is the correct answer. Now we can go to the question number 16. The equivalent weight of phosphoric acid H3PO4 in the reaction. They given one reaction. Then they are asking the equivalent weight. What's the formula for equivalent weight? Equivalent weight is equal to molar mass divided by N factor. So what's the molar mass of H3PO4? H3PO4 molar mass is 98. Why? Hydrogen is 3 and phosphorus 31, oxygen is 64. 4 oxygen 64. So 64 plus 31 plus 3 means 98 will come. What is N factor? Number of replaceable hydrogen. Here in H3PO4, once it is reacting, they are only removing one hydrogen. That hydrogen only forming H2O. Now H2PO4 is there. So its N factor is how much? 1. So what is the equivalent weight? 98 itself. Option D is the correct answer. Correct? Ready? Yeah. We can go to the next question. Question number 17. Which of the following contain greatest number of atoms? You check the questions. What about option A? In option A, that is a molecule. The C4H10 is a molecule. So number of atoms is equal to. How I can find out the number of atoms? Given mass is 1 gram divided by its molar mass. Molar mass 4 carbon means 4 into 12, 48. Plus 10 means 58. Into Na. This many molecules are there. To convert it into atoms means I have to multiply with atomicity. So 4 carbon, 10 hydrogen means 14 I have to multiply. So 14 by 58 into Na. And what about the case of B? B, once you are looking 1 gram of nitrogen, N2. That means number of atoms equal to 1 divided by its molar mass is 28. Okay. Into Na. 1 by 28 into Na into 2 will come. Because atomicity I have to multiply, 2 will come. Ready? Next again, third one, C, 1 gram of silver. 1 gram of silver means 1 divided by, that is atom only they given, divided by atomic mass is 108 into Na will come. And what about the case of D? Once you are looking 1 gram of water. So 1 divided by 18 into 3 into Na will come. So out of this, which is bigger? Bigger one is A. Number of atoms, that is 0.2 something you will get, you check it. So what's the answer? Option A contain more number of greatest number of atoms. So option A is the answer. Ready? Yeah. We can move to the next question. Question number 18. What's the question here? They given first, second ionization enthalpy in kilojoule per mole and the electron gain enthalpy of the element first, second, third, fourth and fifth are given below. Now the question is the most reactive metal. What's the idea for most reactive metal? Most reactive metal, how? Least electron ionization enthalpy. Least ionization enthalpy. So out of that, which is having least ionization enthalpy, you check it. This one have least ionization enthalpy value. 419, first ionization enthalpy value is least. That's the best condition for a most reactive metal. Okay, so second one is the most reactive metal. And least reactive non-metal. Least reactive non-metal means their ionization enthalpy value should be very high, as well as electron gain enthalpy value should be positive. We cannot add electron, we cannot remove electron. So that should be positive. So only fifth option, here you can see this is highest value, ionization enthalpy, as well as electron gain enthalpy is positive. That means addition of electron is difficult. That's the meaning. So first, most reactive is second one, and least reactive fifth one. So least reactive non-metal means fifth one. So option C is the correct answer. Ready guys? Yeah. Next, again question number 19. I1, I2, I3, I4 are values of element M1. I means ionization enthalpy. Okay, I means what? Ionization enthalpy value they given. Okay, I1 value, IE1 value, IE2 value, IE3 value. Okay, and IE4 value they given. What's the value? IE1 value how much? 120. IE2 600. Okay, this one 1000 and this one how much? 8000 of metal M. In which ionization enthalpies large gap is coming, large difference is coming. Here 120 to 600 less, 600 to 1000 only 400 difference. Here 7000 difference is coming. That means maximum that metal can lose 3 electron. First electron, second electron, third electron. So its oxidation state should be stable. Oxidation state is M3 plus. And if it is forming a compound with the sulfate, SO4 2 minus. So the answer should be what? M2SO4 thrice. M2SO4 thrice. Option C is the correct answer. Ready guys? Clear? Okay. Yeah. We can move to the last question. What's the last question? If proton, electron and alpha particle have equal kinetic energy, their de Broglie wavelength would be in the order. We know the relationship between de Broglie wavelength and kinetic energy, lambda equal to h by 2 root 2 me. Root 2 me. Now they are telling these kinetic energies are same. Now how I can relate? Lambda proportional to 1 by root m, because h is constant, 2 is constant, E also constant because same kinetic energy. Now for lambda, electron is proportional to 1 by root of mass of electron. Lambda proton is proportional to 1 by root of mass of proton. Lambda alpha particle is proportional to 1 by root of mass of alpha particle. Meaning mass increases, lambda decreases. Correct? Because they are inversely proportional actually. So the thing is that alpha particle have more mass. That's why its lambda wavelength is very less. Electron have less mass. So its lambda should be more. So alpha proton and electrons option B is the correct answer. I hope you are clear with the entire 20 questions. Yes or no? Yeah, now we went through all the 20 questions. We cleared everything. If you have any doubt means don't hesitate to comment it in the comment box. Okay. So now let's look about the integer type questions. So dears, this is the first integer type question. In Millikan experiment, okay, static electric charge on the oil drop has been obtained by shining X-rays. Okay. So if the static electric charge on the oil drop is minus 1.282 into 10 raised to minus 18 coulomb, calculate the number of electrons present in it. So actually they given the oil drop, its charge is how much? Static electric charge is how much? Minus 1.282 into 10 raised to minus 18 coulomb. Okay, minus 1.282 into 10 raised to minus 18 coulomb. And now they are asking us how many electrons are present in it. We know charge of one electron 1 electron is equal to minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So the number of electrons in this one means how I can calculate? Just divide with this charge. So number of electrons is equal to minus 1.282 into 10 raised to minus 18 divided by minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So whenever you are dividing this one, 1.282 divided by 1.6. Okay, 1.28 divided by 1.6. What about 16 into C? 16 into 8. 16 into 8 is 6 8s are 48. So 4 remaining, 128 will come. So I can cancel this one. So that is 0.8 will come. 10 raised to minus 19, 10 raised to minus 18 I can cancel. Remaining is 10 will be there. So 8 will be the answer. How many electrons are how many electrons are present on it? 8 electrons are there. So our answer is integer. Answer is what? 8. Ready? Yeah. Next question. This is the next question. Out of first 100 elements, number of elements having electrons in 3D orbital. Okay. In 3D orbital, electron should be there. At least one electron should be there. How many are there? We know that first 20. Okay. First 20 electron once we are looking up to calcium, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, up to calcium. There does not contain any d electron. Correct? From scandium onwards, d electrons are there. 3d is filling. So first 20, no d electron, no 3d electron. Then after that, everything contain d electron, especially 3d electron will be there. So total how many? Out of that 100, first 20 we can subtract. So how many will contain 3D contain electron? 80 elements will contain 3D contain electron. So answer is 80. Simple, direct question. Okay, simple question, logical question. Next question, question number 23. 2 gram of a metallic carbonate on decomposition gave 1.5 gram of a metallic oxide. So see, this is a very important question. 2 gram, okay. 2 gram, 2.0 means 2 gram, okay, I'm writing 2 gram of a metallic carbonate, okay, metallic carbonate on decomposition, on heating, they are giving what? 1.5 gram metallic oxide. We don't know which metal, what idea, that, no idea they didn't given, only this idea only they given. So how we will start this question? If you are giving this kind of some A gives some C or some A gives some B, like that comes means what's the idea, how to keep it in mind? The given weight of the compound, okay, or else weight of the compound, this is the idea, how to keep it in mind, weight of the compound divided by, weight of the compound means, here it is weight of the carbonate, okay, divided by equivalent weight of carbonate, okay, here it is carbonate. If something A means weight of A divided by equivalent weight of A. That's the way we have to do it, okay. We don't need the complete balanced chemical equation, no need. We can do like this. Weight of the compound, here the compound is what? Carbonate. So weight of the carbonate, metallic carbonate, okay, divided by equivalent weight of carbonate. This is metallic carbonate equal to, and the same way weight of, okay, this WT means weight, okay, weight of metallic oxide divided by equivalent weight of metallic oxide. What is the weight of metallic carbonate they given in the question? 2 gram. 2 divided by, what is equivalent weight of metal carbonate, okay, that compound. What's the equivalent weight of metal carbonate? Simply we can write it is equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of carbonate, CO3 2 minus, that should be equal to. So equivalent weight of metallic carbonate means equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of carbonate. Equivalent weight of metallic phosphate means equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of phosphate. That 2 portion you can add it. Okay, like that. So next, equivalent weight of metallic oxide they given is 1.5 gram. Equivalent weight of metallic oxide means equivalent weight of metal plus equivalent weight of oxide. Oxide means O2 minus. Now we can substitute the value. See, we can substitute the value 2 divided by equivalent weight of metal. I am taking it is X. What's the equivalent weight of carbonate? That is 30. How I got it? So carbonate means CO3 2 minus. Its equivalent weight means its molar mass. Carbonate molar mass. Carbon is 12. Oxygen 3 into 16. That means 48. 48 plus 12 means 60. Divided by N factor. N factor for a charged species means its charge. 2. That is 30. That's the equivalent mass. Clear? Yeah. So 2 divided by x plus 30, that is equal to 1.5 divided by, again equivalent weight of metal is x, equivalent weight of oxide, oxide means O2 minus, its mass is 16, its charge is 2, so 8. So now we have to solve for x, so that is equal to 2x plus 16 equal to, I am taking this one, cross multiplying, 1.5 into x, 1.5x, 1.5 into 30, 45. So I am taking this one, 0.5x equal to 29. So x equal to how much? 58. So our answer is ready. What is the equivalent weight of metal is? 58 is the integer answer. Clear? Yeah. See, we can go to the next question. What's the question? Question number 24. A gas is found to have formula COX. COX. Okay, found to have formula COX. Its vapor density is 70. Vapor density 70 means, what's the molar mass? Molar mass equal to, I already told you, 2 into vapor density. That means 2 into 70. That means 140. Now they are asking the value of X must be. So what's the molar mass of the COX? How I can calculate? Molar mass of carbon is 12. Atomic mass of carbon is 12. Oxygen is 16. X times. Then its molar mass they given. While we are adding all this together, we will get 140. 140. This actually 28 x equal to 140. X equal to 140 by 28. 140 by 28, how much? 5. So our integer type answer is how much? 5. Ready? Clear? And the last question, easy question, simple question. What is the maximum number of orbitals? Orbital that can be identified with the following quantum number. They given n equal to 3 and L equal to 1, 3p, and they given orbital also they given. This is ml equal to 0 means that is actually pz. So for this only one orbital is possible. Answer is 1. If they are not giving this one means 3 orbitals are possible. L value how many are possible? -1 +1 0. M value 0 they already given. That means only one orbital is possible. So what's the answer? 1. So I hope all the 25 questions are easy. We solved it very properly. You got all ideas. If you have any worries, any queries, you can pin that worry in the comment box. Okay, don't worry. We will be there the same way. Same things what I told in the previous video. Same thing. You have to do a lot of questions, a bunch of questions. Okay, bunch of questions. You have to go through it, and a lot of questions are there. A lot of MCQ questions are there in our YouTube channel, Brilliant Qatar YouTube channel. You have to go through it. Okay, then we will do it, guys. We will be there. We are going to do it. We will solve it, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so we will meet in the next video. Up to that, thank you.
Hi my dear students, welcome back to our amazing YouTube channel of Brilliant Qatar. In this lecture, we will be going with the detailed analysis of part test 5 question paper. First, we'll start with question number 1. A man has 7 friends. In how many ways he can invite one or more of all of them? So that means he can invite either only one friend or 2 friends or 3 friends or 4 friends or all of them. So the number of ways of inviting one friend is, out of 7 friends, if we wish to invite only one, so number of ways it can be done is 7C1. Or he can invite 2 or 3 or all of them. In that way, 7C4, 7C5, 7C6 or all 7 he can invite. Okay. So we know from binomial theorem, sum of binomial coefficients NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 and so on, NCn is 2 power n. So in the same way, friends, but here we are not having 7C0. So for that, add 7C0, subtract 7C0. Now value from here to here it is 2 power 7 minus 7C0 is 1. So 2 power 7 is 128 minus 1, which is equals to 127. Clear, friends? Next question. In how many ways can 5 boys and 5 girls stand in a row so that no two? Friends, many times we discussed this such type of questions in the class. Whenever you come across no two boys, no two girls, no two vowels, no two consonants, no two men, no two women, in all those cases we use gap method. So what is this gap method? Now no two girls may be together. That means first we arrange boys, friends. So how many boys do we have? 5 boys. So say like 5 boys, boy 1, boy 2, boy 3, boy 4 and boy 5. So these 5 boys in 5 places can be arranged in how many ways? 5 factorial ways. Now once you arrange these 5 boys, see how many gaps they have created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 gaps they have got created, correct? Now in these 6 places we have to arrange how many girls? 5 girls. So first out of 6 places I select any 5 places. 6C5. Now in the selected 5 places 5 girls can be arranged in 5 factorial ways, friends. So that is 5 factorial into 6C5 is 6. 6 into 5 factorial is 6 factorial, which is option C. Next question. The total number of permutations of the letters of the word banana. So first write the word banana, B-A-N-A-N-A, banana, that's it. B-A-N-A-N-A, banana. Now in this banana, how many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total number of permutations of 6 letters is 6 factorial. But of these 6 letters, all are distinct? No. 3 letters are alike of one kind. So we divide it with 3 factorial. And 2 letters are alike of another kind. So divide it with 2 factorial. Then we get 6 factorial is 720 whole divided by 3 factorial 6 into 2. So 6 1 6 120 120 by 2 which is equals to 60. Answer is option A. Clear? Next question. The middle term in the expansion of x plus 1 by x whole power 10. Friends, here what is the exponent? Exponent is 10. So if n is even, how many number of middle terms do we get? Only one middle term. Only one middle term. And what is that middle term? Which term is middle term? N by 2 plus 1th term is middle term. So what is n by 2 plus 1th term? N is 10, 10 by 2, that is 5, 5 plus 1. So 6th term will be our middle term. Now T6 is equals to 10C5 into x power 10 minus 5 into 1 by x whole power 5. X power 5, 1 by x power 5 gets cancelled. So the answer is 10C5, friends, which is option B. Clear? Next question. The term independent of x in the expansion of x square minus 3 root 3 divided by x cube whole raised to 10. So for term independent of any expansion, then what do we do? First we write the general term. Write the general term. TR plus 1 is equals to 10CR into x square whole raised to 10 minus r into minus 3 root 3 divided by x cube whole power r. Now focus only on x powers, friends. Focus only on x powers. What is the exponent of x that we have? Exponent of x is here 2 10 ja 20 minus 2r, here by 3r, so that means minus 3r. Now to get term independent of x, exponent of x should be equals to 0. So 20 minus 5r is equals to 0. 5r is equals to 20. R is equals to 4. Now put r is equals to 4 in this expression. So which term will be term independent? Fifth term will be term independent. That is 10C4 into, only minus 3 root 3 whole raised to 4, friends. So that means if you simplify this, then you will be getting 153090. Option A. Clear? Next question. The number of arrangements of the letters of the word saloon if the two O's do not come together. If the two O's do not come together. So that means what we can do? Total permutations minus all possible permutations minus permutations when O's are together. Two O's together minus two O's together. So total number of permutations of how many letters do we have? Saloon. Saloon means S-A-L-O-O-N. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 letters, friends. That means 6 letters can be arranged themselves in 6 factorial ways. But we have 2 alike. So 6 factorial divided by 2 minus total number of permutations when we take 2 O's together. 2 O's together means take this as 1 unit. So remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 letters, 4 units. This 1 unit. Now 5 units can be arranged themselves in 5 factorial. That's it. So 6 factorial is 720. 720 by 2 is 360 minus 120, which is equals to 240. Option C. Next question. 1 by root 1 plus root 2 plus root 2 plus root 3 plus and so on root 99 plus root 100 is equals to m. And they have given something n. After finding m comma n is a point which is lying on among the 4 options. So first let's find m. What is m? Let's rationalize each denominator. So what do we get? We'll get root 1 minus root 2 divided by 1 minus 2, which is minus 1, plus same root 2 minus root 3 divided by minus 1 and so on. You get root 99 minus root 100 divided by minus 1 is equals to m. We can take minus 1 common. So minus 1 of root 1 is 1 minus root 2 plus root 2 minus root 3 plus and so on plus root 99 minus root 100 is equals to m. See friends, except first and last everything gets cancelled. So minus 1 into 1 minus root 100 is 10, which is nothing but m. So m is equals to clearly 1 minus 10 minus 9 into minus 1 is, so m is equals to plus 9. We have got m, value of m. Now to get value of n, what is n? N is 1 by 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 and so on 99 into 100. We have n is equals to 1 by 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4 plus 1 by 99 into 100. Let's see this friends. This is what we call method of difference. Simplifying the sequence by using method of difference. If you understand one thing, denominator we have 1 into 2 and the difference of 1 and 2 is 1. Difference of 2 and 3 is 1. Difference of 3 and 4 is 1. Difference of 99 and 100 is 1. So this we can write it as, this 1 we can write it as 2 minus 1 divided by 1 into 2 plus 3 minus 2 divided by 2 into 3 and so on. 100 minus 99 divided by 99 into 100. So this when you simplify it friends, 2 by 1 into 2 is 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 and so on plus 1 by 99 minus 1 by 100. Except first and last everything gets cancelled. So that becomes 1 minus 1 by 100 which is 99 divided by 100. So we know m value, we know n value. What is m? M is 9. What is n? N is 99 divided by 100. So 9 comma 99 divided by 100. 9 comma 99 divided by 100 lies on which line? Just by option verification friends. Option D, if you take 11 nines are 99 minus 100y is 100 into 99 by 100. 100 gets cancelled. So 99 minus 99 is equals to 0. That means this point m comma n, 9 comma 99 by 100 lies on option D. Next question. 60 words can be made using all the letters of the word BHBJO with or without meaning. If these words are written as per the dictionary, rank friends, rank. Then the 50th word he is asking. 50th word he is asking. We have seen many good questions based on that. 49th word, 50th word. Now let's see this. First, arrange the letters of the word BHBJO in alphabetic order. So we have B, B, HIJK, HIJKLMNO. So BBHJO. Now, total number of words which starts with B will be, when you fix B, remaining 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial words. Okay. Next, total number of words which starts with H. When you fix H, remaining there will be 4 letters, but of those 4 letters, 2 B's we will be having. So 4 factorial is 24, 24 by 2 is 12. Here it is 4 factorial is 24. Now number of words starts with J will be again 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, which is again 12. See, 24 plus 12 plus 12, it is 48. Okay. Now 49th word will be starting with what? O. So the first word with O will be in alphabetic order. That means B, B, H, J, O, B, B, H, J is 49th word. Now what is asking? 50th word. That means just these two will be interchanged. Just these two will be interchanged. So O, B, B, J, H is the 50th word in this sequence. Clear? Rank of O, B, B, J, H is 50 or. Next, if the constant term in the expansion of so and so is constant term in the sense, it's like term independent only. First write the general term, friends. So TR plus 1 is equals to NCR 12CR into 12CR into 3 power 1 by 5 divided by x plus 2x divided by 5 power 1 by 3. Sorry. 3 power 1 by 5 divided by x whole raised to 12 minus r into 2x divided by 5 power 1 by 3 whole raised to r. Now let's only focus on this x terms. X terms, here x we have x raised to r minus 12 when you take this to the numerator, r minus 12 minus plus r we have, plus r. So to get constant term, the exponent of x should be equals to 0. 2r minus 12 is equals to 0. So r is equals to 6, friends. That means 7th term is term independent of x or constant term we say. So t7 is equals to, now this t7 is equals to alpha into 2 power 8 into 5 cube root 5 they have given. Okay, let's see. 6, 12c6 into 12c6 into 3 power 1 by, there won't be any x, no, don't focus. 12 minus 6 is 6. So that is 3 power 6 by 5 plus into 2 power 6 divided by 5 power 6 by 3, which is 2. Okay. So now this you are supposed to equate it to, because they have given this as alpha into 2 power 8 into 3 power 1 by 5. Now friends, on simplification, we get 25 times alpha is equals to 693. On simplification, we get 25 times alpha is 693. Just do it, ma. Okay. Next question. The value of special series, friends, special series. The value of 1 into 2 square plus 2 into 3 square plus and so on, 100 into 101 whole square divided by 1 square into 2 plus 2 square into 3 plus and so on, 100 square into 101. For such questions, what I said, ma, first we have to get the rth term, general term of that series. Now if you understand one thing, what is the general term of this? General term of numerator is r into r plus 1 whole square. This is general term of numerator. So general term of both will be, now both numerator and denominator combined will be, this will be r square into r plus 1. So just simplify this, just simplify. If you simplify, what happens? R into r plus 1 whole square. R plus 1 whole square is r square plus 2r plus 1 divided by r cube plus r. So finally we get r cube plus 2r square plus r divided by r cube plus r. Now see this, friends. let us take this as some S. So finally S is equals to sigma. We apply summation to the general term of both numerator and denominator. So sigma r cube plus 2r square plus r whole divided by sigma r cube plus r. Now we know this we can split it as sigma r cube plus 2 times of sigma r square plus sigma r whole divided by sigma r cube plus sigma r. So before that I write here sigma r is sum of the first n natural numbers. So n into n plus 1 by 2. Sigma r square, sum of the squares of first n natural numbers. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Sigma r cube, sum of the cubes of first n natural numbers. N square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. So that if you substitute that, S is equals to sigma r cube is n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4 plus 2 times of sigma r square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus sigma r n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole divided by sigma r cube again n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4 plus sigma r is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. See friends, from both numerator and denominator, n into n plus 1 can be cancelled, taken common and cancelled. Okay, now we will be left over with only n into n plus 1 by 4. 2 1s are 2 3s are. So that becomes n into n plus 1 by 4 plus 2n plus 1 by 3, 2n plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1 by 2 whole divided by n into n plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Now what is n? What is n? When you put r is equals to 100, you are getting the last term. That means this particular series consists 100 terms. So put n is equals to 100 in both numerator and denominator. Put n is equals to 100 in both numerator and denominator. Put n is equals to 100. So then we get S is equals to 100 into 100 plus 1 by 4. So 100 into 100 plus 1 is 101 divided by 4 plus 2n plus 1, 100 2s, 200, 201 by 3 plus 1 by 2 whole divided by again 100 into 101 by 4 plus 1 by 2. So 100 by 4 is 25 into 101. 201 by 3 is 3 6 are 18, 7 are 21, 67 plus 1 by 2 divided by 25 into 101 plus 1 by 2. So on simplification, we get this as 305 divided by 301. 305 divided by 301, which is option B. Clear? Very simple. First identify rth term, then apply summation to that rth term. Next questions. Let the range of the function is closed a comma b, alpha comma beta are the respectively am and gm. First we have to find small a comma small b. Many times we have discussed difference. Range of the, what is the range of trigonometric expression f of x is equals to, if we have some a sin x plus b cos x plus c. Now the range of this is c minus root over a square plus b square to c plus root over a square plus b square. Okay? Minimum, maximum. But we have this in denominator. So minimum becomes the maximum of it, maximum becomes the minimum of it. Okay? So range of, now range of, let this be some g of x. Now range of our given f of x. Given f of x will be, what is the maximum of the denominator? When denominator is maximum, we get whole minimum. So that is 1 by maximum is c plus root over a square plus b square. 2 plus root 2 it is, comma 1 by, When denominator is minimum, we get maximum. So 1 by 2 minus root 2. That means clearly A is equals to 1 by 2 plus root 2 and B is equals to 1 by 2 minus root 2. Okay, finally we got it. Now what do we need? Alpha and beta be the respectively AM and GM. Acha. So alpha is AM of A comma B. So that is nothing but 1 by 2 plus root 2 plus 1 by 2 minus root 2 whole divided by 2 ma. This is what AM, no? AM is A plus B by 2. So LCM 2 plus root 2 plus 2 minus root 2 is 2 2s are 4 divided by 2 plus root 2 into 2 minus root 2 is 4 minus 2, which is 2 into 2, which is 1. So alpha is 1. Now beta is, what is beta? Beta is the GM. GM formula is, friends, root AB, that is 1 by 2 plus root 2 into 1 by 2 minus root 2 whole power 1 by 2. So that is 1 by 2 plus root 2 into 2 minus root 2 is 4 minus 2, which is 2. 1 by 2 whole power, that is 1 by root 2. So alpha is 1, beta is 1 by root 2. Now they are asking us to get the value of alpha divided by beta. 1 by root 2, which is root 2. Option A. Clear, friends? Next question. The sum of the coefficients of x power 2 by 3 and x power minus 2 by 5 in the binomial expansion of x power 2 by 3 plus x power half into x power minus 2 by 5 whole raised to 9. First, let's write general term. General term is equals to 9CR into x power 2 by 3 of 9 minus r 1 by 2 power r into x power minus 2r by 5. Minus 2r by 5. Clear? Now let's see this. What? So this is equals to 9CR times into 1 by 2 power r x power 3 1s are 3 3s are. So 2 3 6 minus 2r by 3 minus 2r by 5. So this is the coefficient exponent of x. Now to get coefficient of x power 2 by 3. Coefficient of x power 2 by 3, that means exponent of x 6 minus 2r by 3 minus 2r by 5 is equals to 2 by 3. So clearly 6 minus 2 by 3 is equals to 2r by 3 plus 2r by 5. 3 6 is 18. 18 minus 2 is 16. 16 divided by 3 is equals to, if I take 2r common, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 is 8 divided by 15. So 2 8 16. 3 ones 3 5. That means r is equals to 5 we get. R is equals to 5 we get. So if you put r is equals to 5, friends, if you put r is equals to 5, then what happens? So coefficient of x raised to 2 by 3 is equals to, r is equals to 5. So what do you get? 9C5 into 1 by 2 whole power 5. This is the coefficient of x power 2 by 3. Now we also need coefficient of x power minus 2 by 5. So to get coefficient of x power minus 2 by 5, again this exponent should be equated to minus 2 by 5 and then get the value of corresponding r. So 6 minus 2r by 3, or directly I am writing, directly will write 6 plus 2 by 5. 6 plus 2 by 5 is equals to 16r by 5. 16r divided by 15. Okay. So 5 6 are 30. 32 by 5 is equals to 16r by 15. 5 ones 5 3s. 16 ones 16 2s. R is equals to 6 we got. So that means what will be the coefficient of now? Coefficient of x power minus 2 by 5 will be, coefficient of x power minus 2 by 5 is, put r is equals to 6. 9C6 into 1 by 2 whole power 6. So sum of the coefficients now required is sum of the coefficients of x power 2 by 3 and x power minus 2 by 5. That is 9c5 into 1 by 2 power 5 plus 9c6 into 1 by 2 whole power 6. So this value is 21 by 4 ma. If you simplify this, then we get 21 divided by 4. Clear? Next question. The range of the function is some closed alpha comma beta, then sum of an infinite GP whose first term is 64 and the common ratio is alpha by beta is equals to. Acha. First we have to simplify this. We have to get the range of this. The most important thing is getting alpha comma beta only. So what to do? We have f of theta is equals to, let's write this 3 cos square theta as cos square plus 2 cos square. Okay, so when you write that, I'll just write sine as yes friends. Okay, so s power 4 plus c square plus 2c square divided by s power 4 plus c square. So if I divide now what I get? 1 plus 2c square divided by s power 4 plus c square. Okay, now I can write this s power 4 as 1 plus 2c square divided as, I can write this s power 4 as s square into s square. That s square is 1 minus c square, correct? S means sine boss. Sine power 4 we can write it as sine square into sine square. 1 sine square we can write it as 1 minus cos square. So 1 minus cos square plus c square. Now let's see this. 1 plus 2c square divided by s square into 1 is s square minus s square c square plus c square. We all know friends, s square plus c square is 1. So that is equals to 1 plus 2c square divided by 1 minus s square into c square. So clearly, now let's try to express everything in terms of c boss, because we have 1 in the, so f of theta is equals to 1 plus 2c square divided by 1 minus s square is 1 minus c square into c square. So that is 1 plus 2c square divided by 1 minus c square, minus into minus, plus c power 4. Okay. Let's divide both numerator and denominator with a c square. So we get 1 plus 2 divided by 1 by c square is 1 by cos square is secant square theta. Secant square theta plus c power 4 divided by c square is cos square theta minus 1. Okay. So the most important expression is this one ma. Now what we have? F of theta is equals to 1 plus 2 divided by secant square theta plus cos square theta minus 1. We all know one thing friends, AM of any given numbers is always greater than or equals to GM. Arithmetic mean is always greater than or equals to its geometric mean. If I take these two numbers, secant square and cos square theta, see, AM of these two numbers, that is secant square theta plus cos square theta divided by 2 is always greater than or equals to square root of secant square theta into cos square theta. So secant square theta in plus cos square theta is always greater than or equals to 2 into this value is 1. So secant square theta plus cos square theta is always greater than or equals to 2. That means the minimum value of secant square plus cos square is 2. Maximum is infinity. Maximum is infinity. So now what will be minimum? Minimum value. To get minimum, we have to put maximum in the denominator. Correct? Maximum in the denominator means 1 plus 2 divided by maximum of this is infinity. Infinity minus 1 is infinity. 2 by infinity is 0. So this value will be 0. 1 plus 0 will be 1. So the minimum of this expression is 1 and maximum is 1 plus 2 divided by minimum of this. Minimum of this is 2, no? So 2 minus 1 is 1 and 1 plus 2 is 3. Clear? Now they have given the range of f of theta is closed alpha comma beta. Closed alpha comma beta. So that means alpha is 1, beta is equals to 3. Are we done? No. What they are asking us to find now? Now we have to find sum of an infinite GP whose first term is 64. Sum of infinite GP is S infinity is equals to A by 1 minus R. First term is 64 and common ratio is alpha by beta. Alpha by beta is 1 minus 1 by 3. So 64 divided by 2 by 3. 2 ones, 2 32s. 32 3s are 96 is the answer. Here the important thing is finding the range of f of theta, friends. Okay. Next question. There are 4 men and 5 women in group A. So group A consists of how many men? 4 men and 5 women. Okay. Next, group B consists of 5 men and 4 women. Acha. Now in group B, okay, if 4 persons are selected from each group, okay, then the number of ways of selecting 4 men and 4 women together. See friends, there should be 4 from this group and 4 from this group. So that means total 8, no? In that 8 there should be 4 men and 4 women. Number of ways this can be done. Number of ways this can be done. This is the question. Okay, let's see this. Suppose let us select 4 men from this and 4 women from this. So 4 from this, 4 from this, total 8, and of those 8, 4 men, 4 women. So number of ways it can be done is selecting 4 men from 4 men is 4C4 into 4 women from 4 is also 4C4, that is 1. Next second case, see. 3 men, 1 woman from this. Okay. 3 women, 1 man from this. 3 men, 1 woman. 3 women, 1 man. So 4 plus 4, 8. Then in that 8, 4 women, 4 men. Now in that case, 3 men from 4 is 4C3. 1 woman from 5 women is into 5C1 into, and 3 women from 4 women, that is 4C3 into 1 man from 5 is 5C1. Next, 2 men, 2 women, 2 women, 2 men. Same story. So that is 4C2 into 5C2 into 4C2 into 5C2. Next, 1 man from this, 3 women from this, 1 woman from this, 3 men from this. Clear? Now in this case, what happens, boss? 4C1 into 5C3 into 4C1 into 5C3. Clear? Yes, 5C3. Next, last case, friends. All 4 women from this and all 4 men from this. So these are the how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible cases. In this case, 4 women means 5C4 into 4 men from this is, again this is also 5C4. So 5C4 into 5C4 is 25. So friends, if we add all these 4 cases, then we'll get the required answer as 5626. Clear? Next question. If the coefficients of x power 4, x power 5 and x power 6 in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 4, 1 plus x whole power n are in the arithmetic, are in AP. What is the general form of this? General term is TR plus 1 is equals to NCR into x raised to R. Now, x power R coefficient is NCR. So that means x power coefficient is NC4, NC5, NC6 are in AP. If these 3 are in AP, then directly we can say 2 times NC5 is equals to NC4 plus NC6. So 2 is equals to, friends, NC4 by NC5 plus NC6 by NC5. Many times I told you one most important formula. NCR divided by NCR minus 1 is always equals to N minus R plus 1 by R. Most important formula. Now in this case, what do we do? This is NCR by NC. So R is 5 divided by N minus 4 plus N minus 5 divided by 6 is equals to 2. So friends, if you factorize this, then we get N is equals to 14 and N is equals to 7. But we need maximum value of N, no? So N can be 14. The maximum value of N is 14, friends. Option A. Next question. There are three real terms, A, comma, B, comma, C in arithmetic progression. Okay. If there are three real numbers in arithmetic progression, means for sure 2B is equals to A plus C. Okay. And A plus 1, B, C plus 3 are in geometric progression. If they are in geometric progression, that means B square is equals to A plus 1 into C plus 3. Okay. Be the geometry. If A greater than 10, then arithmetic mean of ABC is 8. Arithmetic mean of ABC 8 means A plus B plus C divided by 3 is 8. We know 2B is A plus C, no? A plus C is 2B. So A plus C is 2B. 2B plus 3B by 3 is equals to 8. So B is equals to 8, friends. Okay? B is equals to 8 we got. Now if this B is 8, A plus C is equals to 16. A plus C is equals to 16. Okay? Now let's try to substitute that here. B square is nothing but B is 8. So 64 is equals to A plus 1 into C plus 3. What is C? C is 16 minus A. 16 plus 3, 19 minus A now. So that becomes finally 64 is equals to 19A minus A square plus 19 minus A. So now take everything to this side. A square 19A minus A is 18. Minus 18A, 64 minus 19 plus 45 is equals to 0. Clearly 15 3s are 45. So this can be factorized as A minus 3 into A minus 15 is equals to 0. They said A is greater than 10. So A is equals to 15. A is equals to 15. So if A is 15, C will be, clearly C is 1 now. C is 1. Now they are asking the cube of geometric mean of ABC. What is geometric mean of ABC? GM of A comma B comma C is A into B into C whole power 1 by 3. So cube of that means he is asking ABC only. Cube of that means A into B into C is required. That is 15 into 8 into 1, which is 15 8s are 120. So 15 into 8, which is 120. Next question, friends. For x greater than or equals to 0, the least value of k for which 3 terms given are in 3 consecutive terms of an AP. Friends, if they say that 3 terms A comma B comma C are in AP, the first step that we do is 2B is equals to A plus C. So 2 into k by 2, that is k is equals to A plus C. 4 power 1 plus x plus 4 power 1 minus x plus 16 power x plus 16 power minus x. Friends, this is clearly, we can use AM GM concept here. So AM of this, what is AM of this? 4 power 1 plus x plus 4 power 1 minus x whole divided by 2 is always greater than or equals to square root of 4 power 1 plus x into 4 power 1 minus x. So 4 power 1 plus x plus 4 power 1 minus x is greater than or equals to 2 times 4 4s are 16. 16 root 16 is 4. This is nothing but greater than or equals to 8. So this expression is always greater than or equals to 8. plus 16 power x plus 16 power minus x. Same story like this only. 16 power x plus 16 power minus x divided by 2 is always greater than or equals to 16 power x into 16 am greater than or equals to gm concept. So from here 16 power x plus 16 power minus x is always greater than or equals to 2. So this expression is always greater than or equals to 2. That means whole will be greater than or equals to 8 plus 2, 10. So k will always be greater than or equals to 10. So the least value of k is 10. The least value of k will be 10. Next question. Let the first three terms 2, p and q of a GP. Three terms of a GP. That means first three terms. Let's say 2r, 2r square. Okay. That means p, here what did I take? P is equals to 2r, q is equals to 2r square. They are in GP, no? Let r be the common ratio. So p equals to 2r, q equals to 2r square. Of a GP be respectively, and the 7th, 8th terms, first three terms of a GP be respectively the, these three terms are the 7th, 8th and 13th terms of an AP. So what is 7th term of an AP, friend? 7th term of an AP is a plus 6d is equals to 2. A plus 6d is equals to 2, and a plus 8th term, a plus 7d is equals to 2r, and a plus 12d is equals to 2r square. Chalo. Let's solve 1 and 2. So a plus 7d is equals to 2r. If you subtract, friends, then minus d is equals to minus 2r plus 2. So d is equals to 2 times of r minus 1. Clear? D is 2 times of r minus 1. Okay. Again, let's solve these two also. A plus 6d is equals to how much? 2. Subtract them. So 12d minus, that is 6d is equals to 2r square minus 2. 2 common, r square minus 1. From here, d is 2 times of r minus 1. No, let's try to substitute here. So 6 times of 2 into r minus 1 is equals to 2 times of r square minus 1. 2 cancel, r minus 1 cancel, 6 is equals to r minus 1 into r plus 1. So that is r is equals to 5, friends. Correct? R minus 1 into r plus 1 we can write. 6d is equals to, yes, r minus 1 into r plus 1. So r plus 1 is equals to 6, r is 5. If r is 5, that means what will be the terms now? 2 comma 5 2s are 10 comma 2r square 50. Okay, these three are the GP now. This is GP. So now what they are asking, fifth term of the GP is, now what in this fifth term of the GP is T5 or A5 is equals to, fifth term of the GP is A into R power 4, that is 2 into, generally here A is 2 into R power 4, 2 into 5 power 4, 5 power 4 is 625, 25 is 625, 625 2s are 625 2s are 600 2s are 1200, 1250, friends. Okay, now this 1250 is equals to what? This is equals to nth term of the AP, nth term of, that means A plus n minus 1 into D. So for that, friends, first find it value of A and value of D. How do we get D? If we put R equals to 5 in this case, D is equals to 5 minus 1, 4 2s are 8. So D is 8, D we got. Now substitute D in any one of the equation and get A. So we get A plus 6 8s are 48. 48 is equals to 2. A is equals to 2 minus 48, which is minus 46. A we got, D we got. Substitute that here. So 1250 is equals to minus 46 plus n minus 1 times 8. So friends, minus 46 plus n minus 1 into 8. So if we simplify, then we get the value of n as 163. Clear? N will be 163 is the correct answer. Next, in this question, there are 5 points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 on side AB. So on side AB, excluding A and B of a triangle ABC, let's see this, friends. Triangle, there is one triangle ABC. ABC. Okay. ABC is a triangle. There are 5 points. There are 5 points on side AB, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excluding A and B. Next, 6 points on this side. 6 points on side BC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7 points on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, number of triangles that can be formed using P1 to P18 as vertices. That means how many points do we have total? 18 points. Only P1 to P18. Excluding ABC. Here we are not including ABC, okay? Because they are asking how many number of triangles that can be formed using P1 to P18 as vertices. So total number of points is 18. Number of triangles that can be formed means in each number of ways we select 3 points out of 18. So 18C3 is the total number of triangles. But of this, there are some collinear points. See, friends, minus on this AB, 5 points are collinear. So how many points are collinear on AB? 5 points are collinear. Now we exclude all the triangles which are formed by these 5 collinear points. Minus 6 points are collinear on BC. Minus 7 points collinear on AC. So if we do 18C3 minus 5C3 minus 6C3 minus 7C3, the answer is 751. Total number of triangles with P1 to P18 as vertices is 751. Next question. The sum of all rational terms in the expansion of. First, let's find what are the rational terms that we have. General term is clearly TR plus 1 is equals to 15CR into 2 power 15 minus R divided by 5 into 5 power R by 3. So clearly, friends, R can take the values. R is equals to 0, 3, 6. Multiples of R by 3 should always be integer, no? So 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. But if R0, R equals to 0 here, 15 by 5, 5. Yes, R can be 0. R, no 3, no 6, no 12. So R can take only 0 and 15. So if R is equals to 0, that means 15C0, 1, 2 power 15 by 5. 15 by 5 is 2 cube, 8 plus, because 5 power 0 is 1. Now plus 15C15, that is 1 into 2 power 15 minus 15, 0, 5 power 15 by 3. 15 by 3 is 5 power 5. Clear? So 2 cube plus 5 power 5, sum of the rational terms is 3133. Next one. If the constant term in the expansion of so and so is Pma, then 108 into P is equals to, first let's write the general term of that. General term of that is TR plus 1 is equals to NCR 9CR into 3 by 2 raised to 9 minus R into minus 1 by 3 raised to R into x square raised to 9 minus R by 2, x power 9 minus, 2 times 9 minus R, x power raised to 18 minus 2R into 1 by x power R, that is 18 minus 3R now. Finally, we get 18 minus 3R. So to get constant term, that means when 1 multiplied by this, constant term will be 18 minus 3R is equals to 0, R is equals to 6. If you put R is equals to 6, 9C6, 3 by 2 power 9 minus 6 is 3 into 1 by 3 power 6. Next, when x multiplied by this, to get constant term, we need 1 by x term in this. But 1 by x means 18 minus 3R should be equals to negative 1. Is it possible? No. R can't be, R should only be integer ma. So that means when you take 18 minus 3R is equals to minus 1, 3R is equals to 19, R is equals to 19 by 3. Not possible. Next, when minus 3x cube multiplied by this, you need x power minus 3 in this. So 18 minus 3r is equals to minus 3. 18 plus 3, 21 is equals to 3r, r is equals to 7. Put r is equals to 7. Then minus 3 into, that is plus minus 3 into, when r is equals to 7, 9c7 into 3 by 2 power 9 minus 7 is 2, minus 1 by 3 whole power 7. So minus into minus, it becomes plus, friends. So we get 1 by 3 whole power 7. Okay. Now this is the value of p. They have given that this is p. So if you simplify this, then you get p as 1 by 2. Now they are asking 108 into p, that is 108 into 1 by 2, which is 54. So the answer for this particular question is 54, friends. Next question. The number of ways of getting a sum 16 on throwing a dice 4 times. Applications of binomial theorem. We use multinomial theorem in getting this. Okay. Like the way we did for factors, number of divisors and all. The number of ways of getting sum 16 on throwing a dice 4 times. When you throw a dice, let's see, when you throw a dice, let exponent denote the face of the dice. A dice can show 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. In the same way, one die can show this. Second die also show the same. Third die can also show either 1 or 2 or 3 or fourth die. So that means whole raised to 4. We are relating number of ways, permutations and combinations to binomial theorem. So now number of ways of getting sum 16. Sum 16 means we have to get the coefficient of x power 16 in this expansion. The coefficient of x power 16 is going to be our answer. Clear? So for that, what you can do, you can take x common from all of them. If you take x common, 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x power 4 plus x power 5 whole raised to power 4. So that is clearly x power 4 into, friends, this is GP. GP is a into 1 minus r power n, 1 minus r power. How many r is x? How many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 minus x power 6 divided by 1 minus 6 whole power 4. So this we can write it as x power 4 into 1 minus x power 6 power 4 into 1 minus x power whole power minus 4. Clearly x power 4 into 1 minus x power 6 whole power 4 expansion is 1 minus 4c1x, that is 4 into x power 6 plus 4c2. 4c2 is 4 3 is 12 by 2. 6 into x power 6 whole square, x power 12. Now if you observe, the next term will be x power 18, but we don't want that all. Why? Because the highest we need is x power 16. So when already x power 4 is already multiplied, more than x power 16 we not necessary at all. Into 1 minus x power minus 4. So now to get x power 16, to get x power 16 coefficient, anyhow we have x power 4. So that means x power 12, in combination of these two, if we can get x power 12, the coefficient of x power 12 multiplied with x power 4, we get x power 16. So what is the coefficient of x power 12 in 1 minus 4 into x power 6 plus 6 into x power 12 and so on into 1 minus x whole power minus 4. Friends, we already know binomial theorem for negative index we have seen, and the general term for this is coefficient of x power r in this is coefficient of x power r in this is, I have remember this, coefficient of x power r in this is n plus r minus 1 cr. In 1 minus x whole power minus n, the coefficient of x power r is n plus r minus 1 cr. Now see this, friends. So to get x power 12, 1 should be multiplied with the coefficient of x power 12, correct? So 1 into, what is the coefficient of x power 12? Put r12. R12, n is 4. So 12 plus 4, 16 minus 1, 15c12. Clear? Minus
4 into x power 6. If it is multiplied with x power 6, then we get x power 12. What is the coefficient of x power 6? R is 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 minus 1, 9c6. Next, 6 into x power 12 multiplied with the constant plus 6, friends. So this is the coefficient of x power 12. Clear? And this x power 12, when it multiplied with x power 4, we get x power 16. Therefore, the coefficient of x power 16 is 15c3 minus 4 times 9c3 plus 6. So when you simplify this, you will be getting 125 as the answer. Answer for this is 125, friends. Clear? Next question. The number of rational terms in the binomial expansion of 4 power 1 by 4 plus 5 power 1 by 6 whole power 120. Now first, express it as exponent of prime, friends. So for that, 4 means 2 square. So 2 square whole power 1 by 4 is 2 power 1 by 2 plus 5 power 1 by 6 whole raised to exponent 120. So the number of rational terms in this is shortcut method. Number of rational terms is exponent divided by LCM of this 6 comma 2. What is the LCM of 6 comma 2? Is 6. Add 1 to this now. So 120 divided by 6 is 20 plus 1, which is equals to 21. So the answer for this question is 21. If the sum of the coefficients in the expansion of a plus b whole power n is 4096, sum of the coefficients means sum of the coefficients in the expansion of a plus b whole power n is 4096. Sum of the coefficients means nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 plus nc3 and so on. Ncn is equals to 2 power n, friends. So sum of the coefficients is always equals to 2 power n. That means 2 power n is equals to 4096. N is equals to 12. Now greatest coefficient in the expansion of this. Greatest coefficient means middle term only. So NCR is maximum when if n is even, NCR is maximum only R is equals to n by 2. This is what maximum. That means 12C6 we need. 12C6 value is 924. So the answer for this is 924. Clear? Next, that is the last question, friends. So clearly the last question is AGP, arithmetico-geometric progression. Now in AGP, what the sum of the series 1 plus 1 by 5 plus 3 by 5 square and so on. From here it is AGP, so it is not. First let's take this as our S. S is equals to 1 by 5 plus 3 by 5 square plus 5 by 3, 5 by 5 cube and so on up to infinity. Okay, what is the approach in AGP, friends? Identify the common ratio and multiply with both sides. One common ratio is 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 into S is S by 5 is equals to 1 by 5 into 1 by 5. 1 by 5 square. 3 by 5 square into 1 by 5. 3 by 5 cube and so on up to infinity. Now take the difference. S minus 1 by S by 5 is 4 by 5 times S is equals to 1 by 5 plus 3 minus this 2 by 5 square. 2 by 5 square plus 2 by 5 cube plus 2 by 5 power 4 and so on up to infinity. So clearly, friends, 1 by 5 plus you can take 2 by 5 square common, then you get 1 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 square and so on up to infinity. This is infinite GP. Infinite GP is A by 1 minus R. So 2 by 25 into 1 by 1 minus 1 by 5. 1 minus 1 by 5 is 4 by 5. So 5 1 ja, 5 1 ja, 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja. So clearly this is equals to 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10. 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 is, this is 2 by 10. So this is equals to 3 by 10. Now finally what we have? 4s by 5. 4 by 5 times S is equals to 3 by 10. 5 1 ja, 5 2 ja. So S is equals to 3 by 8. But required is S infinity. This S infinity is equals to 1 plus S, friends. Okay, 1 plus S, that is 1 plus 3 by 8, which is 11 by 8 11 by 8 is nothing but 11 by 8, but they have given k by 8. So k is equals to clearly 11. K is equals to 11. Okay. So friends, we are done with the detailed analysis of all these 25 questions. All the chapters in this sequence series, binomial theorem, permutations and combinations has a very good weightage in our final JEE mains. And all the questions in this exam asked, whatever the questions that are being asked from this exam are very good questions. You can see them in 2024 and 2023 also, these questions. Okay. So that's it. With that, we are done with this detailed analysis. See you in the next session. Till then, take care everyone. All the best.